तो कैसे हो भाई? काम कर रहे हो नहीं कर रहे? कैसी हो बहन? काम कर रहे हो नहीं कर रहे? क्या बात, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग स्ट्रीम बारी। यार मेरे दोस्त का संगीत था। मेरे दोस्त का संगीत था, गाना गाता है वो। तो संगीत करने गया था वो। तो मैं सुनने गया था। भाई टैग मोड ले लिया मैंने, मैं ऐसे ही आया करूँगा, ठीक है? बाय द वे, देखा बोला था ना, टाइम बदलेगा शॉर्ट से सूट तक का। यस, आई एम गोइंग द ऑपोजिट राउट एज श्वेताब। द एग्जैक्ट ऑपोजिट। ए भाई, मेरे को इतनी आदत है ईयरफोन लगा के रखने की कि मैं अभी ईयरफोन निकाल रहा था कान से ये वाले लगाने के लिए। डू गाइस गेट दिस? और भाई क्या हाल है, पहचान गए या क्या? आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम आज एक्टिव आया हूँ यूट्यूब पे। क्या हाल है राज शर्मा? याद है भाई मेरे को तू? आ, कितने दिन हो गए? हाँ, हेरेंट एट बोलते हैं उसको। अरे यार मैंने मजाक बना के पहले दिस इज एक्चुअली नाउ गेटिंग फकिंग। ओह शिट। दिस इज हाउ यू नो, this is how you know someone is wearing a cheap blazer, that this thing is fucking annoying, and like अगर इसमें ये नहीं होता I would have really liked it। और ये ना होता तो, ये दो चीज़ें नहीं होती I would have really liked it। ये MLM वाले कपड़े क्यों पहने हैं बेटा? आपको अभी थोड़ा बड़ा होना बाकी है। बट कैन आई से, लमसम 2 साल हो गए। अरे 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 भाई साहब, लमसम 2 साल हो गए। क्या हाल है भाई? Oof, fuck. Now I did not honestly have time to fucking change, and I'm wearing the asshole shirt. This is what I call it. Like we've all seen the shirt, right? I call it the asshole shirt क्योंकि मैंने ज़िंदगी में किसी शरीफ आदमी को ऐसी शर्ट पहनने नहीं देखा। Today is the first day, so I'll just put it out there. Okay, this is the asshole shirt. इसको मैं फेंकूंगा नहीं। There you go. That's fine, right? What's up, guys? What is happening? बड़े भाई, दिल्ली में सर्दी ज़्यादा लग रही है। आदत नहीं तेरे को दिल्ली की सर्दी की? भाई दिल्ली में गर्मी सर्दी सब ज़्यादा लगती है मेरे भाई। क्या करें? दिल्ली को भी समझ नहीं आ रहा वो चाहता क्या है। थोड़ा समय लगेगा। मेरा यशु यशु। किसी बंदे ने ना स्टोरी डाल रखी थी और गाना डाल रखा था, मेरा यशु यशु वाला। एंड मैं उसको, नहीं भाई यार मैं सूरत से हूँ। आईडीआर क्या होता है भाई इधर? इतनी सर्दी नहीं रहती उधर, इतनी सर्दी नहीं रहती। ओके। दिल्ली में आबादी भी ज़्यादा लगती है। ट्रू। टॉप चैट पर है। फक मी साइडवेज, आई एम सो सॉरी डूड, आई एम सो सॉरी। लाइक आई वाज रशिंग, आई वाज लिटरली रशिंग, सो आई हैड नो आइडिया व्हाट इज। बस आके मैंने स्टार्ट कर दिया जल्दी से। जेमिनाई एआई इज़ गुड, मेरे पे प्रीमियम है उसका, फ्री में मिला स्टूडेंट आईडी से। बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल है पीपीटी एंड असाइनमेंट के लिए। आई हेट जेमिनाई। आई थिंक जेमिनाई इज़ द वर्स्ट वन आउट देयर। मैंने खैर दो यूज़ करें टू बी फेयर, मैंने ग्रॉक इतना यूज़ नहीं करा, मैंने खाली जीपीटी और जेमिनाई यूज़ करा है। बट जेमिनाई आई फील कैन नॉट होल्ड अ लाइन ऑफ कॉन्वर्जेशन फॉर लॉन्ग इनफ। डज दैट मेक सेंस? आई डोंट नो इफ इट मेक्स सेंस। सो फॉर एग्जांपल यू से क्या होता है तुम्हारा बेसिक आर्गुमेंट? व्हाट्स द मेन एग्जांपल? हाँ, देयर यू गो। P1, all men are mortal. P2, Socrates is a man. Conclusion, Socrates is mortal. Right? So you get your basic argument, and Gemini can get that. But you go P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. Gemini will agree on all of those. It will just, when you ask the conclusion, it will just say no. And it doesn't have a concrete reason. It will say something else about P3 or P2. ऐसा कुछ करता है ये। जीपीटी गो का 1 साल फ्री हुआ आई गेस, मैंने इस मंथ 1 साल के पैसे दिए। ओह फक यू डूड, यू इडियट। तो आस्क फॉर अ रिफंड डूड, मेल देम। मेमोरियल सॉल्व करने का ट्राई कर रहा था, वर्स देन फ्री चैप जीपीटी। जेमिना है ओके। 2 साल का मिल गया। देयर यू गो नाउ। या I recently found out कि भाई ओपन एआई तो तगड़े लॉस में है. They have never made a profit in their life. Like I'm not sure if they've never made any profit in their life, but yeah, they're not profitable at all. Is what I meant to say actually. Most of these AI loss में ही है. हाँ, right, exactly. Oh, oh, good. All right. I know the title of the stream. I know. मैं जानता हूँ. मैं समझता हूँ. Do you think GPT-4 was better than GPT-5? I honestly have no idea. मैं इतना बात नहीं करता यार GPT से. ना इतना काम करवाता. अरे ये मत करो. अरे सबसे ज़्यादा वाइनी हाई एंड रहा है हमारी स्ट्रीम पे. सबसे ज़्यादा वाइनी. और ये कहता है ही लाइक्स पेन. आई मीन नॉट पेन. ओके. वी ऑल डू टू सम एक्सटेंट. पीसी बिल्कुल अभी भी ऑन किया था. दिख रहा है. हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. एग्जैक्टली.
Grundy enough. I need to look.
Oh, here goes my phone. I'm so sorry. Can you just give me half a second? वो मेरे दोस्त का था जिसका संगीत था आज फ़ोन. सो आई सॉर्ट ऑफ हैड टू टेक इट, राइट. डेली यूट्यूबर कहाँ है आजकल? बातचीत है क्या दोनों में अभी? हाँ, बात होती है भाई, एवरी नाउ एंड देन. बिंद्रा भाई के आ गई ना तो जॉन भी दे देंगे. हैं? घर पहुंच गया? व्हाट? अच्छा, बिंद्रा भाई पे आ गई तो जान भी दे देंगे. ओके ओके. सिंगिंग, यस यस, ही वाज सिंगिंग. संगीत था ना उसका भाई.
Rundier. Wait.
24 ਦਸੰਬਰ ਦੀ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਸੈਂਟਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਰੇਨਡੀਅਰ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਆ. ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਇੱਕ ਮਰਦ ਉੱਠਿਆ, ਉਹ ਨਾਰਥ ਪੋਲ ਦਾ ਗੱਭਰੂ, ਉਹ ਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਡੀਰ ਜੰਮਿਆ, ਭਾਗ ਲਾਗੇ ਨਾਰਥ ਪੋਲ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਨੂੰ. ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੈਂਟਿਆ ਕੌਣ ਕਰੂ ਇਸ ਸਾਲ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਮਸ ਦੀ
मुझे इसके तबले डमरू की आवाज़ क्यों नहीं आ रही और ना उसकी?
ਸੇਵਾ. ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਰੇਨਡੀਅਰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣ ਮੇਰੀ ਬਾਬਾ ਸੈਂਟਿਆ, ਮੈਨੂੰ
गल सुन मेरी तू मुटियारे की समझे अपने आप नु. कितना चूतिया गाना था वो. नीलेश कितने पैसे उठाए? यार मेरे ख्याल से 15-20 रुपए तो हो गए होंगे.
ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਸੇਵਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ. ਮੈਂ
सिक्के फेंक रहे थे आज.
ਸਾਰੇ ਸਾਲ ਕਰਾਂ 25 ਦਸੰਬਰ ਦੀ ਤਿਆਰੀ. ਉਹ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਬਾਰੋ ਵਾਰੀ. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੌ ਤੇਰੀ ਸੈਂਟਿਆ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਮਸ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਿਆਰੀ. ਲਾ ਕੇ ਨੱਕ ਤੇ ਲਾਲ ਬੱਤੀ, ਦੋਨੇ ਪਾ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਐਂਟਲਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਤਿੱਖੇ, ਉਹ ਸੂਰਮਾ ਉਹ ਮਰਦ ਰੂਡ.
ये क्या है ये भाई? You fucking trolled me, dude. I thought I was gonna see some awkward goat shit. You fucking trolled me. Oh, you dickhead. But I do have one thing to say about the whole awkward goat saga. Awkward goat saga. I do have one thing to say about her. मुझे रिप्लाई कर दे. क्यों कर दूं तेरे रिप्लाई? कौन है तू? हाँ? संगीत मतलब सिंगिंग बता तो दिया तेरे को. तू बहरा हो रहा था क्या? इंस्टा. अब मैं इंस्टा खोल के बैठूं. रेंडियर इनफ बोली वो. इसने रेंडियर से कंटिन्यू कर दिया. क्या बात. वाह 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 वाह. ओके डूड.
सो है गाइस, न्यूज़ बॉय है. तो सबसे पहले हम लोग बात कर लेते हैं हिमाचल प्रदेश के रौलानी फेस्टिवल के बारे में. तो भाई ये फेस्टिवल है, कुछ पिक्चर्स अभी
न्यूज़ बॉय की उस पे आंख में क्या हो गया लेफ्ट वाली में?
काफी ज्यादा वायरल जा रहा है. काफी ज्यादा से मेरा मतलब है बहुत ही ज्यादा वायरल. कुछ पिक्चर्स अभी आप देख सकते हो जो कि बहुत ही हार्ड है भाई. तो क्या है हिमाचल प्रदेश का रौलानी फेस्टिवल? कहां मनाया जाता है, क्यों मनाया जाता है, एकदम शॉर्ट में एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूं. ठीक है, बेसिकली ये फेस्टिवल हिमाचल प्रदेश के किन्नौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में होता है. इसमें लोग सौनी नाम की लोकल स्पिरिट्स या फेरीज को रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं. दो आदमी का यहां पे बता दूं स्पेशल रोल होता है, रोला और रोलानी. शायद से ग्रूम को रौला कहते हैं, ब्राइड को रोलानी. दोनों ये फेस्टिवल के टाइम बता दूं हेवी ट्रेडिशनल कपड़े पहने हुए होते हैं, ज्वेलरी लगाए हुए होते हैं, मास्क पहनते हैं, पूरा बॉडी उनका कवर होता है. एंड ये पहन के वो जाते हैं मंदिर तक. उस टाइम सारे गांव के लोगों के साथ चलते हैं. उस टाइम पे डांस होता है, गाने गाए जाते हैं, वो दो जन को रिस्पेक्ट दिया जाता है. ऐसा क्यों? इसका भी एक रीजन कहा जाता है कि जो सौनी स्पिरिट्स है वो सर्दी के टाइम पे गांव को प्रोटेक्ट करती है. एंड उनको इस फेस्टिवल के थ्रू थैंक यू बोलकर विदाई दी जाती है. ऐसा करने से अगर सौनी खुश हो गई तो गांव में सुख समृद्धि, अच्छा वेदर, क्रॉप्स और एनिमल्स हेल्दी रहते हैं. बेसिकली ट्रेडिशन प्लस कल्चर प्लस प्रोटेक्शन का
ये ना तू साले 2 दिन जम गया. तू न्यूज़ बॉय को सिखाएगा हैं? बेटा पहाड़ी आदमी हूँ. आई थिंक सो. आई डोंट नो. पता कितने मेहनती होते हैं पहाड़ी लोग. साले झील पार करने तो ये परचूने की दुकान जाते हैं. गर्मी में वापस आते जाते जो लिए हुए चावल होते हैं बन जाते हैं.
का कॉम्बो फेस्टिवल। अब ये कब मनाया जाता है इसका एग्जैक्ट डेट नहीं होता क्योंकि हर गांव में अलग-अलग होता है, लेकिन मोस्टली ये विंटर सीजन के आसपास होता है। तो उस फेस्टिवल के लिए पिक्चर्स अभी काफी ज्यादा वायरल जा रहा है। लोग पिक्चर्स को शेयर करके लिख रहे हैं कि ये बहुत हार्ड है, क्रेजी और फार्मिंग वगैरह वगैरह। आई होप मैंने कोई गलत नहीं बोला ये फेस्टिवल के बारे में, किसी को और अच्छे तरीके से पता है, सिंपल में समझा सकते हो तो कमेंट जरूर कर देना, तो उसको पिन भी कर दूंगा। तो चलिए नेक्स्ट अपडेट के बारे में बात करते हैं, बीजेपी असम के बारे में। तो ये ब्रूटली ट्रोल कर देते हैं कांग्रेस को। बिहार में इलेक्शन हुए थे, आपको पता होगा, इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस को सिर्फ 6 सीट्स मिली। इसके बाद जो बीजेपी असम का ट्विटर हैंडल है वो एक ट्वीट करते लिखते हुए, दिस कांग्रेस मोर सीट्स देन कांग्रेस इन बिहार असेंबली। बता रहे हैं कि इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस को 6 सीट्स मिली, उससे ज्यादा सीट्स तो इस बॉलीवुड कार में। तो चलिए नेक्स्ट अपडेट के बारे में बात करते हैं, यूट्यूबर ईशान शर्मा के बारे में। तो ये एक दिन पहले अपने ट्विटर पर 2 पिक्चर्स पोस्ट किए, लिखे, मैंने अभी मेरे लाइफ का फर्स्ट घर खरीदा बेंगलुरु में। इससे पहले मैं हमेशा रेंट में रहता था। अब उसने बोले
मुंह से रास्ता साफ कर देते हैं।
कि घर खरीदना बुरा आइडिया, बट नॉट एवरीथिंग इज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट व्हिच नीड्स टू हैव।
कल से वी आर प्लेइंग अनचार्टेड 4 टुमारो। पार्ट से याद आया, दीपक गया है, आई वांट टू सी हिम ड्रंक। करो यार ड्रंक से। आई स्टिल हैव दैट वाइन ओवर देयर। वहाँ पर पड़ी रहती है, अभी है वहीं रहती है। अब इसने घर बना लिया है यहाँ।
to have a ROI, return on investment. You can't put a rupee amount to the peace of mind and safety a home provides. अब यहाँ वो बता रहे हैं कि उन्होंने अपने लाइफ का पहला घर खरीदा। इससे
Dude, everyone thinks I'm a fucking drunk. I mean, a drunkard. I mean, alcoholic. क्या हुआ आज? टेबल पे थे, हम लोग बैठे थे, यू नो मेरी फैमिली बैठी थी और थोड़े आसपास के लोग बैठे थे, एंड कोल्ड ड्रिंक आई ना, कोल्ड ड्रिंक उतनी ठंडी नहीं थी, तो किसी ने ऐसे वो मंगवा लिया, आइस मंगवा ली एक कटोरी में, एंड बर्फ़ कैसे डालेंगे, एक एक बंदा हाथ से उठा के तो डालेगा नहीं। तो मैंने क्या करा, मैं गया टेबल जहाँ से फूड वगैरह सर्विंग वगैरह होती है, तो मैं गया, मैं वहाँ से चम्मच उठा के लाने के लिए, तो मैं 2 चम्मच ले आया, क्योंकि भाई बर्फ़ है, एक ऐसे कोई ग्रेवी तो है नहीं, चम्मच उठा के तुम डाल दोगे तो एक तुम इजीली कर सकते हो मैनूवर। जैसे ही वो उन भैया ने 2 चमचे पकड़ी ना मेरे हाथ से, उन भैया ने मुझे को ऐसे देखा, बेटा आई नो यू नो के आई नो यू नो एंड समडे विल बोथ नो, ऐसे वाला लुक दिया उन्होंने। यार भैया इस शर्ट से तो लगेगा ही, इस शर्ट के साथ दारू मैंडेटरी होती है। मैं कह रहा हूँ ना डूड, आई एम नॉट इवन फकिंग किडिंग, दिस इज द एसहोल शर्ट। दिस इज द फर्स्ट एंड ओनली टाइम इन योर लाइफ यू विल सी समवन वेयरिंग दिस शर्ट हु इज नॉट एन एसहोल। बस स्पून करना चाहते थे तुम। व्हाट इज स्पूनिंग? व्हाट इज स्पूनिंग? आई डोंट नो। बस कंघी नहीं है यार बस। Okay, made it worse. I've heard the term spooning. I don't know what it is. Oh my god, सच में गंदा हो गया भाई। Like a cuddling position. Can I look it up on stream? Spooning. I wanna see what the... Oh, okay. Oh, this is a really uncomfortable position to be in, by the way. This is a really uncomfortable position. ये देखो, यहाँ पर इन्होंने ड्रामा कर रखा है, झूठ बता रखा है, और यहाँ भी झूठ बता रखा है इन लोगों ने। ये हरामखोर पागल बनाते हैं ऐसे हमको मिलकर सारे। ओपन इमेज इन न्यू टैब कहाँ होता है? ओपन लिंक नहीं भाई, इमेज खोलनी है मुझे यार। हाँ भाई ये देखो, दिस इज सो अनकंफर्टेबल। इसका ये जो दूसरा हाथ है भाई, यू नेवर नो ये हाथ मैं कहाँ डालूं, कहाँ करूं, ऐसे 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 नहीं समझ आता यार। You get what I'm saying? Like it's comfortable for the girl. Maybe I'm a bit irritated by people in life. You can put the arm under her head, all right? But then every time you gotta move, पहली बात तो ओके हाँ, इससे पता क्या होता है? इससे होता क्या है इस पोजीशन में, एक्चुअल में क्या होता है? तुम लोग आ तो जाते हो बड़े मजे से कि ओह आई फील सो सेफ विद यू, लड़का कहता है लड़की से, द अदर वे अराउंड, एंड तो तुम आ जाते हो इस पोजीशन में बड़ी जल्दी, एंड जब तुम इस पोजीशन में आते हो द फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू आर इन दिस पोजीशन, हाथ सर के / नेक के नीचे ही होता है, एंड यू सॉर्ट ऑफ हग द पर्सन फ्रॉम बिहाइंड। मेरे वाले तो पैसे लेके चले जाती है। व्हाट? कर्ल ऑन मैट्रेस, आई डोंट नो व्हाट दैट इज, बट अच्छा तुम पहले बड़ी आसानी से इस पोजीशन में आ जाते हो, ठीक है? उसके बाद द अदर पर्सन, द women, falls asleep because they are very comfortable. Now you are here like an asshole. She's grabbing one of your hands. She's sleeping. You can clearly see she's sleeping because the breath tells you if someone is awake or sleeping. And your other hand is under her head. What the fuck? How can you sleep on my fucking bicep? First of all, dude, I work out. All right, it's hard as shit. The bicep. So पहले तो तुम कैसे सो रहे थे, उसके बाद आई एम स्टक ना तो मैं ये हाथ हिला सकता ना मैं ये हाथ हिला सकता, मैं करूँ क्या? What the fuck do I do? Hello Selena, how are you? Thanks for joining the stream. भाई साहब है कहाँ? बेटा बेटा मेरे जो रैपट में जान है ना, ये सारी बाईपास तैयारी, बाईपास से बाइसेप से आई थिंक एक्सेंट में थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा ही फील लगी। मेरे तो कोई खास आर्म्स भी नहीं, आई एम जस्ट किडिंग अबाउट द आर्म्स, बट नो इट गेट्स रियली अनकंफर्टेबल बिकॉज बिकॉज मैं यहाँ पर तुम्हारे किसी ने सर रखा हुआ है, ठीक है? पहली बात मेरे सर्वाइकल है भाई, ठीक है? इस साइड नहीं है टू बी ऑनेस्ट। आई एम ऑलराइट, नॉट टू बैड, थैंक्स फॉर आस्किंग सेलिना, गुड टू नो दैट यू आर डूइंग गुड। ये रहपट की जान बंदरों के खिलाफ तो नहीं दिखी, वहाँ लाती लात दिखी थी ना, वहाँ पूछ उनते अपने बांदर से पूछ उनके भाई का कहा करो, क्लिप कर दी। तो आई एम नॉट किडिंग अबाउट दिस गाइस, आई एम रियली नॉट किडिंग। सो तुम्हारा ये, एंड बाय द वे 20% ऑफ योर बॉडी वेट इज इन योर हेड, ऑलराइट? सो यू माइट बी underweight, you might be the right weight, you might be a little overweight, you can be whatever you are, but 20% of that is on my fucking bicep, dude. My arm will go asleep, और मैं फिर क्योंकि आई एम नॉट कंफर्टेबल पहली बात तो, and I'm stuck, there is no way I'm going to sleep, and उसकी वजह से मैं आधा पौना घंटा फंस सकता हूँ। It's possible. If I ever were to do something like that. So if I can imagine, this seems like an uncomfortable position. I don't know, but seems like I'm just imagining. हाँ, थोड़ी देर बाद जो शोल्डर पेन होता है यार। Okay, I'm a nice guy. Regardless of what you guys think of me, I'm a nice guy. And I don't want to wake her up. I mean, she's sleeping. That's nice. I don't want to wake her up. So yeah. And देखो, if you are in a live-in type situation, ठीक है, I can understand. लेकिन if you're not in a live-in type situation, if you don't meet often enough, and if you have that kind of a dynamic with someone, and you meet them only, once in a while, once in a few months maybe, and then you end up waking someone up in the middle of the night, you are promising things. I'm sorry. You're just promising things, whether you wanted it or not. Babe, I was stuck. My arm was stuck. I didn't promise something. My arm was stuck. सीधी बात है, इस पोजीशन में आर्म डेड करने लग जाता है, सुबह उठो तो हाथ सुन पड़ते हैं। भाई मैं आज तक सो ही नहीं पाया ऐसे, मैं आज तक नहीं सो पाया ऐसे, मैं सो पाऊंगा। Yes, exactly. And there should be a fucking cushion in between. Otherwise, they'll kick you off. I don't know, dude. It's weird how as we grow up, we stop kicking around as much, right? While we are sleeping. I wonder how, I wonder why. No, I just don't care, to be honest.
से पहले वो हमेशा रेंट में रहे, बड़ी स्ट्रीट के नीचे काफी साल का 2 साल पुराना एक वीडियो का स्क्रीनशॉट डालने लगे, कहते हुए कि तुमने 2 साल पहले भी वीडियो पोस्ट किया था जिसका टाइटल था इनसाइड माय न्यू हाउस बेंगलुरु। तो तुम कितने बार फर्स्ट हाउस खरीदोगे भाई? इतना नहीं, वो जो पोस्ट किया है उसके नीचे एक्स की तरफ से कम्युनिटी नोट्स भी आ गया, कहते हुए कि ये झूठ बोल रहा है। इसने ये सेम चीज 2 साल पहले भी पोस्ट किया था एंड कहा था कि मैंने अपना नया घर खरीदा। दिस इज प्योरली एंगेजमेंट फार्मिंग। काफी सारे ऐसे ट्वीट्स एंड रिप्लाईज वगैरह लोग करने लगे, जिसके बाद ईशान शर्मा ट्वीट करते हैं, कहते हैं नोट में पिछले 2 साल से एक फ्लैट रेंट पर लेकर रह रहा था, अभी मैंने अपना पहला फ्लैट खरीदा। जो वीडियो मैंने 2 साल पहले पोस्ट की थी वो एक्चुअली रेंटेड हाउस का टूर था, वो मेरा पहली बार पेरेंट्स से दूर अकेला रहने का एक्सपीरियंस था, और मैंने उस वीडियो के 20 मिनट पर रेंटिंग के प्रॉब्लम्स भी एक्सप्लेन किया है। इसलिए रिक्वेस्ट है एक्स टीम से कि प्लीज उस फॉल्स कम्युनिटी नोट को रिमूव करें। वो कम्युनिटी नोट मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन।
What the fuck, dude? You're gonna start? Oh my god, भाई तो ठीक है, लेकिन तुम सीधा प्लेटफॉर्म से रिक्वेस्ट करने लगते हो कि रिमूव करो मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन। भाई मेरे कोई पब्लिक हेल्थ जेपर्डी में नहीं आ रही इस फॉल्स इन्फॉर्मेशन से। क्या मतलब है ये? मतलब आई गेट इट, ठीक है, पीपल आर टॉकिंग शिट अबाउट यू, आई गेट इट, इट्स नॉट नाइस, बट ये लगी बकचोदी है।
इन्फॉर्मेशन पर बेस्ड यहां उस कम्युनिटी पोस्ट के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो चलिए नेक्स्ट अपडेट के बारे में बात कर चुकी है, ऑकवर्ड गोट के बारे में। तो ऑकवर्ड गोट,
Oh my god, she looks evil. Why can we not go back? What is happening?
फॉल्स कम्युनिटी नोट को रिमूव करें। वो कम्युनिटी नोट मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन पर बेस्ड है, यहां उस कम्युनिटी पोस्ट के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो चलिए नेक्स्ट अपडेट के बारे में बात कर चुकी है, ऑकवर्ड।
Dude, she looks evil here. Am I wrong about this? ये इन्फो देख के ईडी रेड नहीं मारती? मैं भी स्पूनिंग वाली बात सोच रहा था, मतलब आधा दिमाग मेरा वहाँ था क्योंकि वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट ओनली। तो स्पूनिंग से ईडी आई वाज थिंकिंग ऑफ समथिंग एल्स बट वो कौन सा कोई पॉलिटिशियन है जो उसको रेड मारेगी? ये कुछ कुछ हॉलीवुड वाले एलियंस की तरह नहीं दिख रही thumbnail में? Dude, this looks scary, dude. I mean, not scary, but she looks evil here, like malicious.
awkward vote के बारे में। तो awkward vote जो वीडियो पोस्ट की थी आई एम प्राउड आर, जिसको लेकर बहुत बड़ा बवाल हो गया था, बहुत सारे कंप्लेंट्स
जो कि आज तक मैंने देखी नहीं वीडियो बाय द वे।
उनके अगेंस्ट में ना, तो इस चीज के बारे में बात करने पहुंच गई एनडीटीवी पर। यस, उसी का एक वीडियो शेयर करते हुए लिखती है जो उन लोगों के लिए है जिन्होंने मेरे अगेंस्ट में एफआईआर दर्ज की फॉर राइटिंग प्राउड आर इन माय बायो। अब देखो, मैं इसके बारे में न्यूज़ में बात करूंगी, इसको नेशनल इशू बनाऊंगी। द बिगिनिंग ऑफ अ न्यू एरा फॉर फेमिनिज्म इन इंडिया स्टार्ट्स नाउ, क्योंकि वर्बल अब्यूज अगेंस्ट वुमेन इतना ज्यादा नॉर्मलाइज हो चुका है कि लोगों को पता भी नहीं चलता कि ये कितनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है। कभी ना कभी वो दिन आएगा जब हमें प्राउड आर जैसी मूवमेंट की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी। उम्मीद है वो दिन जल्दी आए। अब कुछ लोग इसको लेकर एनडीटीवी को क्रिटिसाइज कर रहे हैं, जैसे दिव्या टंडन लिखी, एनडीटीवी सीरियसली नीड्स टू रीथिंक इट्स एडिटोरियल स्टैंडर्ड्स। किसी को प्राइम टाइम स्पेस देना जो प्राउडली अब्यूजिव स्लर्स को नॉर्मलाइज कर रही है, पुशिंग दिस एज फेमिनिज्म इज नॉट जर्नलिज्म, इट्स इररिस्पांसिबिलिटी। प्लेटफॉर्म शेप्स यंग
True.
minds, at least pretend to care about credibility। और awkward vote से रिलेटेड एक पोस्ट काफी ज्यादा वायरल हो रहा था रिसेंट टाइम में, जहां ये क्लेम किया गया था
ना न्यूज़ बॉय ज़्यादा एलियन दिख रहा है। I was wrong. यार उसकी आंख लाल हो गई ना, मतलब ही सुपरमैन, ठीक है? तो वो ऐसे लेजर बीम ऑलमोस्ट मारने वाला है, अभी थोड़ी देर रुक जा।
जो ऑकवर्ड बोर्ड के हस्बैंड, उनके फादर का 3000 करोड़ रुपए का कंपनी, ऑकवर्ड बोर्ड का हस्बैंड बहुत ही रिच है वगैरह वगैरह। तो इसके ऊपर ऑकवर्ड बोर्ड रिएक्ट करी, वो अपने हस्बैंड के साथ फोटो पोस्ट किया, कैप्शन में लिखी, बस अपने अमीर हस्बैंड के साथ हैंग आउट कर रही हूं जो मेरा बिजनेस फंड करता है, क्योंकि उसके डैड एक इमेजिनरी कंपनी के सीईओ है जिसका इमेजिनरी रेवेन्यू 3000 करोड़। इफ यू नो सरकाज़म। यहां तो मना कर रही है कि उनके हस्बैंड के फादर का नेटवर्थ 3000 करोड़ रुपए नहीं है। तो चलिए नेक्स्ट अपडेट के बारे में बात करते चुकी है पुणे के एक थार ओनर के बारे में। तो कुछ दिन पहले एक जन थार खरीदे, ठीक है, और कुछ दिन बाद वो थार खराब होने लग जाता है, जिसके बाद वो जाके कंप्लेन करता है महिंद्रा वालों, लेकिन उनके कंप्लेन को कोई ध्यान नहीं देता। जिसके बाद ये जो आदमी है, ये दो गधों का यूज करके थार को उसके डीलरशिप तक लेके जाते हैं। ये वीडियो बता दो अभी वायरल जा रहा है। तो चलिए नेक्स्ट अपडेट के बारे में बात करते चुकी है। क्या हमारा पूरा लाइफ झूठ था?
I just don't get it how सार्केज्म लिखना पड़ता है कि नीचे। अरे वो भी लिखता है, क्या नाम है उसका, थॉट पॉड। तभी तो सोचूं बिना गांजा पिए ये आदमी इतना फुद्दू न्यूज़ रिपोर्ट। ऑलराइट भाई, तुमको पता है ना कि तुम्हारे डीलरशिप ने हेल्प नहीं करी, यू कैन एक्चुअली मेल द कंपनी, यू डोंट हैव टू बी अ डिक हेड। मतलब जेन्युइनली लाइक मुझे नहीं समझ आते यार, कुछ लोग मुझे सच में नहीं समझ आते कि मैंने एक गाड़ी खरीदी, ठीक है, उससे मुझे दिक्कत आ रही है, और वो कंपनी वाले अगर मेरी हेल्प नहीं कर रहे तो मैं प्लान करूंगा, ये वीडियो बनवाऊंगा, 2 गधे हायर करूंगा, उनसे गाड़ी को बांधूंगा, खिंचवाऊंगा। लाइक व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन इन योर हेड डूड? भाई मैं अनएम्प्लॉयड हूँ भाई, मैं इतना वो नहीं हूँ यार विला। fucking watch a couple of reels and sit back, relax, eat Cheetos and fucking go to sleep. Hume aage warna I was about to say masturbate and go to sleep. Hello Hume, how are you Sabat? Thanks for joining the stream. How भाई कितने वेले हैं लोग यार, unless ये किसी दूसरी कंपनी की प्ले है।
एक वीडियो अभी सोशल मीडिया पे काफी ज्यादा वायरल जा रहा है, ये कितना ऑथेंटिक
Like you can just mail the company and usually they're very helpful.
है ये नहीं पता। मैं सर्च करने की कोशिश किया लेकिन पता नहीं चला। काफी वायरल से मेरा मतलब है बहुत ही ज्यादा वायरल जा रहा है, स्पेशली इंस्टाग्राम पर। नेशनल जियोग्राफिक करके चैनल आता है, आपको पता होगा, टीवी पर, जहां जानवर वगैरह दिखाए जाते हैं। तो उसका बिहाइंड द सीन्स करके ये वीडियो वायरल जा रहा है, पहले आप देखिए। भैया टाइगर एंड हिरन इतना खतरनाक एक्टिंग कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं काफी साल लोगों का कहना है ये एआई वीडियो है, काफी साल लोगों
Oh wait, what? अकेले ही देख लो, fuck you guys, alright.
का कहना है कि
ये क्या होता है, अपने आप कैसे हट जाता है?
बिहाइंड द सीन्स करके
छी, what do you mean छी dude? What the fuck? नीलेश भाई, वेस्ट बंगाल में एक नेता के घर ईडी ने रेड मारी थी। उसने गहनों के साथ अपनी बीवी फेंक दी तालाब में। सच्ची? नो वे। इतना गोरा कैसे हो गया न्यूज़ बॉय? आई हैव नो आइडिया। नीलेश, मेरा एल्गो अचानक से ज़्यादा नॉम की पोस्ट्स फॉलो कर रहा है, एंड बीच हर दूसरी रील पे आपका लाइक है। I love that guy too much, dude. I should be every reel, not every other reel.
ये वीडियो वायरल जा रहा है, पहले आप देखिए।
Like,
भैया टाइगर एंड हिरन इतना खतरनाक एक्टिंग कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं काफी साल लोगों का कहना है ये एआई वीडियो है, काफी साल लोगों का कहना है कि ये एआई वीडियो नहीं है। अब मुझे
could this be AI? Nah. Trump caught blowing Bill Clinton. भेज दे।
पूछोगे तो भाई
कुछ लोग मेरे ख्याल से उसको भी बोलेंगे फिर तो। मिठालू ने कुछ भेजा है। Sultan, this is so funny, man. अच्छा, Japanese translation of Sultan.
I may have lost this fight, but I'll get stronger.
Why the English version is in a Japanese accent? Why is English version in a Japanese accent?
And I'll show you what Sultan is made of.
Pierce the 7 skies, now drink the 7 oceans, come to
Okay, this is AI.
Rare and 7 voices, Yo Sultan. If you have balls, then stop him. If you have guts, accept him. Today your life is sitting at your palm. Mud in your blood, blood is in your mud.
The guy is having an orgasm as he is singing this. ऊपर इंग्लिश है, नीचे जापानीज होगा. अरे लेकिन इंग्लिश जापानीज एक्सेंट में है भाई, जैसे कोई एशियन बंदा इंग्लिश बोल रहा हो. What do you think? Right? YouTube as dubbing. भाई हमारे इधर का MP है, उसके घर ईडी रेड मार के घर के पीछे वाले तालाब से 42 फ़ोन मिला. 42 फोन्स? डॉक्यूमेंट्स पैक्ड इन प्लास्टिक मिला. उसकी बीवी तैर के दूसरी तरफ जा रही थी. CR क्या होता है? के ऊपर का गहना पहन के. अच्छा, करोड्स का गहना.
Mud in your blood, blood is in your mud. Upward Allah, downward earth, in the middle.
Earth, upward Allah, down earth.
Passion, Yo Sultan.
俺が負けだ。だがそういうになるだろう。待っててみてろ。
空に届く今
You get my point. It's all Japanese.
飲むゴムゴムの海洋でスルタン
Japanese is more manly. You like it?
銀玉色
सुमन अपनी पूरी कॉलोनी लीगल काम करती है क्या?
とめ日本語弱いごめん俺に我が逮捕国産泥の血がある泥の命
Dude, can you imagine the direction here? Can you imagine the direction? सलमान भाई बैठ जाओ गुस्से में.
泥
हाँ, I've heard this term a lot. गोकुसान ऐसे करके बोलते हैं लोग. मतलब पता नहीं कहीं शो में दिखी है या साइबर पंक में, कहीं तो सुनी है मैंने ये टर्म. गोकुसान ऐसे करके बोलते हैं. बट ये डायरेक्शन भाई यहाँ पर ना बस आपको इमोशन. आई डोंट नो इफ दिस इज इमोशन और गुस्सा. काइंड ऑफ इमोशन आई गेस. हाँ, मुझे ये तो पता है गोकू प्रोटैगनिस्ट है ड्रैगन बॉल का. ड्रैगन बॉल जी का बिंद्रा.
の血がある泥の命泥の血がある泥の命
अच्छा, गोकुसान का लिखा होगा ना इसमें भी नीचे सबटाइटल ना.
色とめ日本
Wait, what? If you have the balls, stop him. Huh? Now want to hear the English one. Sorry, Hindi one.
とめ日本語
अच्छा, ड्रैगन बॉल से ड्रैगन बॉल अलग अलग है. ओके, आई डिडंट नो दैट.
弱いごめん俺に我が
हाँ,
逮捕
गोकुसान ही
国
लिखा है.
産
Will reach the Gokusan. All right. What does this mean? Is this a mythical character? नहीं, Gokusan is the name of the main character. Oh. Okay. Fucking hell, dude. ड्रैगन बॉल में गोकू इज किड. ड्रैगन बॉल जी में इज आफ्टर टाइम स्किप्स जब गोकू इज एन एडल्ट. ओह, ओके ओके ओके. Have you seen anime The Last Airbender? By the way, this movie was hit in China. Okay.
泥の血がある泥の命泥の血が
अरे गोकू ही कह दें. नहीं, गोकू को सलमान भाई कह दें. अरे गोकू सान इज लाइक मिस्टर मिसेस. सान इज लाइक मिस्टर मिसेस. ओके, मिस्टर गोकू. ऐसा ओके.
ある泥の命ロックですフォックユスなら
The subtitles are wild. You rock, fuck yes.
フォックユス
Fuck yes. You rock, fuck yes. You.
ならねでぼっち
Stop acting like a butchie.
タン
ओए यार, बंद कर दो भाई. अरे 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 भाई, मेरी चैट इतनी वाहिनी क्यों है? सलमान खान नहीं, सलमान सान. Have you must have all. ये तो सबने सुना होगा, right? This is my second favorite song. I guess. I hate her so much.
Sneak peek.
क्यों करके दिखाऊं काट रहे? आज लिटिल में मजाक नहीं कर रहा. आज जहाँ पर गए थे तो वहाँ आ, जिनके साथ मैं डांस कर रहा था, जिन भैया के साथ, तो उनकी वाइफ वाज लाइक हु इज़ दैट गाय, राइट? एंड मतलब आई डोंट रिकॉग्नाइज हिम, एंड भैया ने बताया अरे वो, राइट? एंड देन शी इज लाइक ओह द गाय हु डज मैजिक। आई एम नॉट दैट गाय एनीमोर। और मैंने लाइटिंग भी नहीं करी आज तो यार। डू यू गाइस प्रेफर दिस लाइटिंग? दिस इज बेटर, मोर फ्रेंडली। पैसे भेज देता हूँ जीपे में, -20 -22 माइनस में जाते हैं जीपे में। ट्रक उनका शादी में गए थे, संगीत और वट एवर इट इज कॉल्ड, आई डोंट मैटर कैसे गए। तुषार भैया की शादी हो गई? नहीं नहीं नहीं, सस्ता सेटअप लग रहा है। अच्छा, बट इजंट इट अ बिट मोर वेलकमिंग? एवरीथिंग इज ब्राइट एंड नाइस। यूजुअली क्या होता है, आई शो यू। मैंने जूते भी नहीं उतारे अभी। So this is better? Why is it not reaching there? Okay, थोड़ा सा चेंज कर रखा है मैंने। नहीं, वो सनलाइट वाली लाइट अच्छी लगती है। हाँ। So is this better than before? I want to be ninja. रात को भी सनलाइट दिल्ली नॉर्वे शिफ्ट हो गया है। डूड आई विश मैं नॉर्वे शिफ्ट हो रहा था, कम से कम ऐसी बातें तो ना सुनने को मिलती। खून में तेरे मिट्टी, मिट्टी में तेरा खून, खा ले मेरी। बैक शर्ट अच्छा नहीं लग रहा। आई नो दिस इज द एसोल शर्ट ह्यूम। This is the first and only time you're gonna see someone nice wearing this shirt. Never again. उतार दे on stream, नंगी stream पर। यार एक सेकंड, जूते उतारने दो, सच में मतलब गर्मी लग रही। Fuck. भाई ओके ओके, I'm सॉरी। लेकिन मैंने भाई ये साफ करे आज, पता नहीं कब से पड़े थे जूते। ठीक है, ऑफ वाइट तो ये हैं ही, देखो यहाँ तक इनकी कंडीशन देखो, ठीक है। एंड लुक एट दिस डूड, राइट? दे वर सो इतनी बुरी कंडीशन में थे, बट भाई क्या साफ करे मैंने। मैंने एक वो लिया था जो ड्राई क्लीनिंग वाला नहीं होता कुछ, उसको पानी में मिक्सचर बना के यू कैन रब गाड़ी की सीट का और ये सब। तो उससे घिस घिस के मैं उसको हर जगह कर देता हूँ, बैग में, जूते में, कहीं भी कर देता हूँ उसको। अब आई डोंट नो इफ यू आर सपोज टू डू दैट और नॉट। वाइट शू पॉलिश होता है, SCATES, व्हाट डज दैट मीन? आई डोंट इवन नो। आई हेट दैट दिस लेडी, आई डोंट नो व्हाई। मतलब इसका जो ओवरऑल वो है ना, ऑफ वाइट है भाई यार। हाँ आई नो ऑफ वाइट है। जो इसका ये बिट है, मतलब आई लाइक द बिट बट आई डोंट लाइक हर इन द बिट, एंड शी इज द मेन कैरेक्टर इन द बिट एंड शी इज डूइंग द थिंग, सो आई डोंट नो। ओके ओके ओके।
I shut my Murphy bed, sat down to scratch my head. What could this day bring? It could be anything. I get the phone call, I gotta help them all. Go girl will save the day, Chow will not get away. It didn't take me
I love how this woman is really enjoying it. Look at her.
to find the
Damn.
ticking bomb. He took off in my Jeep, that Chow is such a creep. I gotta find a way to take
हाँ भाई होंगी शायद, मतलब ब्रेसलेट रियल है क्या इसका? I have no idea Hugh.
Downtown one day, he pulled a ninja move. It got me to be cool. You know what? Maybe I too could be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to be
उसकी इंग्लिश ऐसी लग रही थी सुल्तान की,
ninja.
like someone doing the Asian accent.
I want to chop, 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 chow down. Take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja. I started training hard. I think I could go far. I am a natural. That's matter factual. I learned to chop real hard. I fight with
She's really enjoying it too. Why?
credit card. I use my nunchucks even while feeding ducks. I throw my ninja star oh so very far. I do karate moves with the go-girl moves. I learn my ninja kicks while watching Netflix. I try to everything.
It doesn't even rhyme.
Like on the big screen. And you guys, you know what? I might do it. I might be a ninja soon. I gonna be ninja. I gonna be ninja. I gonna chop, chop, chop chow down. Take chow down to Chinatown. I gonna
No, Lash, we're gonna call it the asshole shirt. That's all it's called. Once again, I've said it already 5 times on the stream. This is called the asshole shirt. I've never seen someone who's nice wearing this shirt, and this is the only time you're seeing someone who's nice wearing this shirt in your entire life. Mark my words. Your phone is ringing. No, it's not. Her English reminds me of one of those Japanese interviewers who was trying to speak English. Well, she's doing a racist bet. I mean, I don't mind a racist bet, but my favorite song is this. Dude, this is my favorite song without a fucking... And dude, this song right here, this is the best song ever. इतना प्यार Lash? Oh my god. Your phone ringing. What? ऐसे तू एक आदमी के कहने पे भाग जाएगी Lash? यही सब इतना सब awkward गोट इसलिए झेल रही है ताकि एक लड़के के ऐसे कमेंट करते तू भाग जाए. कोई बात नहीं.
Well, I wrote this song for the Christian youth. I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you got to do a rap to a hip-hop beat. So I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
He's a life changer, miracle arranger, born to the virgin mom in a manger. Water to wine, he's a drink exchanger, and he died for your sins. I preach the word, that's my gig, and I rhyme better than the
पीछे वो smoke machine लगी घूमना. That's hilarious. That's the first time I've seen it.
notorious big. All the other MCs, I wish them well, but if you live in sin, you burn in hell. Now I'ma pass the mic to my lovely wife. She's a fly MC and the light of my life. So to bust a rhyme without further ado, take it away, Mary Sue.
Jesus Christ is my nigga. He's the son of the original G. And he was sent to earth to elucidate the way that we should be. What? Like if another MC says you're a freak, you're a lame butt rapper and your rhymes are weak. I don't get mad and I don't critique. I forgive him and turn the other cheek. I don't blaspheme and I don't brag. I don't cuss and my pants don't sag. I do exude a little Christian swag and I'm proud to be an American.
Jesus Christ is a nigga.
Let his light shine through ya.
Let his love pop a cap in your butt and say hallelujah. Jesus Christ is a nigga. He's a homie MC, JC, you see. He's an honest, caring, peace-loving nigga like me. If you do drugs and you think you're cool, you need to come to Sunday school. Put those drugs in a garbage can. Stand up tall, you're a Christian man. Word up.
You can block him whenever you want to. Prophet Vijender in the house. Oh, dude, I would love for him to do this.
Hit me.
Huh? Okay. Oh, I can tell you. Finally, I can tell you. I can tell you how the accidental prank happened. Right? See, this is what I do every time I take off the belt. This is what I do. Right? पहली बात तो we're all adults here, right? We're all adults here, right? अभी आधे नींद में हूँ. अच्छा मैं शुभदीप की बात कर रहा था. Don't worry, it's fine. So I was on the bed with a person, and when I take off my belt, I always take off my belt like this in one go, and I'm wearing a belt right now, so that's why I can show you. So I'll take it. Okay, this feels weird now. And the person was there probably. Must have been. So this is what you do. Look, here's the belt, right? Oh, wine की bottle गिरना है. Watch. And you see how if you're holding it like this, how it can fly off and do this. That happened. Now you get it? So you're here and you're down and you're... Yeah. So that happened that day. Okay. Hi. पहले ये बताओ आज ये satin shirt कैसे पहन रखे? Is this called? I don't know. I didn't even know if it's called satin. I don't know. मेरे दोस्त का function था. Plus this is the a very comfortable shirt. Let me clip this part. Okay, dude. Clip farming. Yeah, shove them all up your ass, you fucking retard. मैंने किया क्या? हिम देख ये पार्थ मेरे को बेस्टी बोल रहा है. शिव की बात को सीरियस नहीं लेती मैं अब. डोंट वरी बेस्टी. ऑलराइट गाइस. कल से अनचार्टेड 4 खेल रहे हैं स्ट्रीम पे. पहले बता रहा हूँ कल फर्स्ट पार्ट.
Your phone ringing. Your phone ringing. Big boy, come pick up your phone. How you know pick up your phone? Your phone ringing. Your phone going to go to voicemail. Goodbye. Your phone ringing.
This is the peak content you guys send me. That's so nice, dude. Like that's the best reaction content that you could come up with. Brain Saga. Damn, dude. Peak. मैंने एक और भेजा. ये अच्छा ये देखने के बाद इसमें हिम्मत आ रही है बोलने की मैंने एक और भेजा है. मतलब मैं तेरी जगह होता ना कि कहते ये गलती से भेज दिया, मैं दूसरा भेजने वाला था, वो मैंने भेज दिया, वो देख लो जाके. ब्रेन सागा ने भेजा हूँ. Who else? I want to be neat. अच्छा ये कार्ड ट्रिक वाला. Okay.
Check this out. Pack of cards over here, all different. This card trick is called the rapist card trick.
I don't know if I want to be able.
Hold out your right hand like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna deal the cards on your hands like this. Anytime you feel like it, you just say the word stop.
Okay. Stop. Stop. Stop.
चलिए.
That's why.
Horrible camera angle, but yeah. Yeah, if I just didn't hate the card tricks so much, I would have found it much funnier. And that was fine. That was fine. ठीक है प्रिंस, you redeemed yourself. A tutorial now how to differentiate between Chinese and Nepali, Japanese, Taiwanese people. Ask them. What the fuck is happening? Ask them. What are you? कुछ भेजा है. Why this work? Why Radiohead is so effective? भाई. ओके मुझे ना अभी तक मेरे को ये बताओ. ब्रेन सागा सॉरी मिठालो ने भेजी थी. अभी तक मुझे ये बताओ कि किसी ने कुछ ऐसा भेजा था जो मैंने नहीं देखा है कुछ दिनों में रिसेंटली विच यू गाइस रियली वांट मी टू वॉच. और बाय द वे एम आई इज इट जस्ट मी और ये जो JNK में ब्लास्ट हुआ इट डिडंट गेट दैट मच अटेंशन. और आई डोंट नो मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ द बिहार इलेक्शंस. आज टैब्स कम है. क्या बात. मेरे हमेशा कम होते हैं लैश जिंदगी में. असल में मेरी असल जिंदगी में टैब्स हमेशा बहुत ही कम होते हैं. मगर स्ट्रीम पे मैं वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं करता ना. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कौन सा जिसमें सारे एविडेंस उड़ गए? आई डोंट नो, ऐसा भी कुछ हुआ है? JNK में ब्लास्ट हुआ है? यस स्लैश, सी दैट्स माय पॉइंट। फक यू श्रुति। मीठा लोग कह रहा है हाँ मेरे रेडियोहेड की वीडियो के ऊपर। यू मीन वही ये जो इसमें टॉमी शेल्बी है, राइट? दैट वन, दिस वन, दिस वन। सबने मान लिया है लेकिन कि खुशी में पटाखा ज़्यादा हो गया। आई डोंट नो, इट फेल्ट लाइक इसके ऊपर वाली। ओके दिस वन, ऑलराइट श्योर। एक न्यूज़ का लिंक है, गच्चा। दिस लुक्स वेरी बैड क्योंकि एक बहुत छोटा बच्चा दिख रहा है मेरे को। Desperate to get married, 4 women trample a 16-day-old nephew to death. Okay. And the father of the boy said the woman who murdered him were his sisters-in-law. Okay. आज वाली तो देखी नहीं वैसे तो। देखता हूँ सब देखूँगा। आज मैं हूँ। 9 lost, right? I think so, that's what I heard. In what appears to be a ritualistic murder, 4 women trampled their 16-day-old nephew to death with their feet in Rajasthan's Jodhpur because they believed that it would help them finally get married. Okay. A video which is this might do the opposite now. That didn't work out. A video which is going viral shows one of the women sitting with an infant in her lap and chanting something. Some other women sitting around her join the chant, which officials said likely invoked Bheru, a folk deity. The father of the boy said the woman who murdered him were his sisters-in-law. He said they had been wanting to get married for some time and trampled his son to death because they thought it would help them get proposals. ये क्यों नहीं हट रहा? बिहार इलेक्शन, आस्क NDTV एनीथिंग, उल्लू के क्या छुपा रखा था उन्होंने क्रॉस। I want the murderers to get the harshest punishment. Such videos are being made so they can escape the law, he said. All right. Yeah. Okay. ये फोटो कैसी है? It is what it is, you. What do you mean कैसी है फोटो? खूनी मासी. Yes, slash. By the way, आज मैं एक दोस्त से मिला था अपने, and I even suggested Dave D to him. I really like the movie. तेज प्रताप यादव व्लॉग्स बनाता था. Yep. Okay, no, I'm thinking like. Songs पसंद है? यार I want to think more about that film. कल जब एक तो वॉच पार्टी में देखते हैं ना तो मैं उतना सीरियसली नहीं देख पाता, जैसे मेरे ख्याल से दैट इज़ अ जनरल थिंग, राइट? जब तुम अकेले देखते हो यू आर मच मोर सीरियस व्हेन यू आर वाचिंग द फिल्म, यू आर एंगेज्ड इन इट. सो वॉच पार्टी इज़ मोर ऑफ एन इवेंट, सो वी आर चैटिंग टुगेदर. सो हाँ, I'll watch it again. I do wonder why the music drives the film so much. I do wonder that. It works as a driving force, the music, for that film. Yeah, I have nothing to say. I honestly have nothing to say. It reminds me of a Norm joke, actually, where a homophobic guy kills a gay guy and is sent to prison for 20 years. And he's like, well, that didn't work out very well, did it? नेक्स्ट मूवी पहले से बताता हूँ. नेक्स्ट मूवी डिसाइड करो कौन सी देखनी है वॉच पार्टी में तुम लोग. यार माई हार्ट इज़ इन शैम्बल्स बाय द वे गाइस. मेरे हार्ट के बहुत ज़्यादा टुकड़े हो चुके हैं. बहुत ज़्यादा तो नहीं, थोड़े बहुत टुकड़े हो चुके हैं. भूत अंकल, नहीं भूत अंकल तो नहीं, शोले देखते हैं. लैश, मैं तो तेरे से बात नहीं कर रहा वॉच पार्टी के बारे में. कलर मी इन और आई रिमेंबर और 9 Crimes. Probably 9 Crimes is something that I've heard more, listened to more. I remember is something that I vibe to more with. I remember or Color Me is like, for me, like they are on par. क्यों क्या हो गया? 50% मूवी में तो कहीं ना कहीं टाइम लैप्स ही है. हाँ, but I wonder why. I wonder how. I wonder why. I'm such an amazing guy. I am the mind freak. Mind freak. Ghost का बड़ा महफिल में वॉच पार्टी. तुम लोग
Dynamo,
बताओ.
master
Watch party.
magician.
For me, doing a watch party is really easy. You know, wait, ये क्रिस एंजल के official channel ने डाला. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Or thief, you be the judge. Chris Angel, Blind Drive, Mind Freak, Season 1, 2005. Notice Chris driving in regular traffic with pedestrians. Dynamo, Blind Drive, Magician Impossible, Season 1, 2011. Notice closed racetrack, no pedestrians. Chris Angel, Coin in Can, Mind Freak, Season 1, 2005.
So, अच्छा, पहली बात तो ब्लाइंड ड्राइविंग किया वो बहुत पुराना इफेक्ट है. Like I don't know, is Chris Angel really like that weird? क्योंकि ठीक है भाई, वो अपना कर रहा है तो अपना कर रहा है, वो यूके में कर रहा है तो यूएस में कर रहा है. तो ये जो कॉइन ट्रिक है, this was created by a magician named Wayne Houchen who worked with Chris Angel. And मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि Chris Angel ने ऐसे पीछे से कर ली. तो Wayne Houchen gave him the rights and Wayne Houchen and Chris Angel worked together for the show. But जो trick actually invented है is by the magician named Wayne Houchen. Alright, Wayne Houchen actually, by the way, is a magician who got his head burnt on live TV. और वो भी नहीं था. Like it wasn't part of his set or anything. The TV people decided to do a prank on him and he got his head burnt. I have done a few of Wayne Houchen effects. I think he's a really good magician. Have you read Stars of Magic? No. Horror नहीं. इस कंटेशन देखी हुई है सबने, मैंने तो नहीं देखी. Yaar, I wanna see Emma Stone's film. She has my heart right now. Dude, मतलब Emma Stone का birthday है था कल, yesterday, I think. And I have seen, oh my god, I've seen so many posts about her. And जो ज़्यादातर posts हैं about her, they are like different roles that she has done. And oh my god, I love her so much. I really do. Like अब मेरे को कोई मिलेगा थोड़ी, क्योंकि अभी तो मैं अभी तो मैं चूतियों की तरह खोल के बैठ गया हूँ ना. Oh, there you go. There is a man. It's so good. I cannot find it right now. See, my feed is now Emma Stone. This is my feed now. And it's that women fighting. So that's always fun, right? That's never not fun. गंदी मूवी देखते हैं. मैं तेरा हीरो टाइप. तू फिर से पागल बना देगी, भग जाएगी खुद, हमको चिपका जाएगी मैं तेरा हीरो. तुम बार मज़ा नहीं आएगा आई थिंक वॉच पार्टी में. शिप ऑफ थीसिस इज काइंड इंडियन एंड काइंड्स ऑफ काइंडनेस इज यू ऑल नो. यस, वॉच पार्टी के लिए शिप ऑफ थीसिस और काइंड ऑफ काइंडनेस भी देख सकते हैं. जो नई एमा स्टोन की मूवी है वो आ गई है क्या? और वो किलियन मर्फी की भी तो आई थी एक नई फिल्म. बट आई एम हियरिंग रियली गुड थिंग्स अबाउट द न्यू एमा स्टोन फिल्म. एमा वॉटसन खोल गई. What's it called? Is this it? Yeah. और तुम्हारे किसने नहीं देखी? इधर मैंने नहीं देखी. Yeah, I'm here. Like, look at her. She's amazing. Steve. हाँ. I think it was called Steve. Yes. She's so good. Just look at her. गलत इमोजी यूज हो गया, इग्नोर करना. तुम्हारा भी तो हॉरर थ्रिलर ही है. ओके. You still have that magnet ring? No, not anymore. तो हाँ, दिस जो ड्राइविंग वाला इफेक्ट है वो काफ़ी सारे म्यूजिशियंस कर चुके हैं. इट्स एन ओल्ड इफेक्ट एंड This effect is again created by Wayne Houchen.
Is a signed coin from a spectator in a sealed can of diet soda. Dynamo, coin in can. Magician Impossible, Season 1, 2011. Notice the exact same can of diet soda.
The exact same kind of diet soda. Lashu. All right. All right. How are you going to give a nickname from a nickname?
Trick was actually sold by Chris Angel. Chris Angel, hand through glass.
It was sold by Chris Angel in... You're also not... Chris, अगर ये Chris का official channel है तो you're also not giving credit to Wayne Houchen. ठीक है? He was the one who really made the trick. You sold it with him. मेरे पास एक list of suggestions है, मैं भेज दूंगा बाद में मूवी की. I have a notion जिसमें उसके लिए लिखा हुआ है. Notion मेरे पास PC में नहीं है क्या? I have a notion जिसमें उसका लिखा हुआ है. मैं फिल्म वाली फिल्म्स का. मेरी मर्जी रेट लिखा. Okay, my bad, sorry. Nuneet, what's up? Thanks for joining stream. Have you watched The Greatest Showman? No, I have not. क्यों जलन हो रही है? हाँ. You don't even remember. Lash is what I suggested long before. तूने अब रखा है. मैं कब की बात जब when I turned a human into Hume, that's when I turned Lash. But you ignored me then. You watch me Real Diamonds है क्या? No idea, Hume. You're such a girl.
Freak, Season 2, 2006. Chris Angel pulls an object through a solid sheet of glass. Amazing spectators. Dynamo, hand through glass.
ऐसे कैसे माफ कर?
Magician Impossible, Season 1, 2011. Dynamo pulls an object through a solid sheet of glass. Amazing only himself. Chris Angel, Matrix Levitation.
He says amazing only himself. भाई क्या बनता है क्रिस एंजल भाई? ये डेविड ब्लेन से भी चढ़ता था. मैंने ये वीडियो बहुत पहले देखी है बचपन में. I had no idea this was from Chris's official channel. I'm assuming it's official. मेरे को वॉच ब्रेसलेट बहुत पसंद है. Okay, I also like a watch. I like a good watch. But जो मेरे को घड़ी पसंद आई है वो तुम लोगों को नहीं आ रही यार. मैंने तुमको दिखाई थी. I really like this watch. I guess you guys hated it. Parth hated it. 12 साल पुराना वीडियो. हाँ. It looks really good. No, this is not G-Shock. अच्छी दिख रही है ना? I'm wearing a G-Shock, but that's not a G-Shock, right? I think okay. I can see the vision. अरे बढ़िया तो है, मुझे गिफ्ट कर दो. Old school kind of vibe. हाँ पर तेरे को पसंद नहीं आई थी ना? ये तो वैसी है Man vs. Wild type. See, like this is like fucking like a legit, like this is the best watch in the world, right? You can do this. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. लेकिन I need it back now. लेकिन I really like this. I think this really goes with anything, anytime. I really think that's the case. ठीक है. इसके अलावा if you need one more watch, इसके अलावा ठीक है, if you want one watch, like this is it. जिंदगी पूरी ज़िंदगी में तुम्हें सिर्फ एक घड़ी चाहिए, this is it. You don't need anything else. लेकिन if you need another watch, I think this is it. And so that's my thinking. कुछ ज़्यादा ही क्लासी है इसलिए अच्छी नहीं लग रही. What do you mean नवनीत? ब्राउन अच्छी है ब्लैक से. सारी डेटोनेटर वॉच ये नहीं है. सिद्धू पागल है. ये नहीं है वो वाली. वो घड़ी सिद्धू के पास है बल्कि. मेरे को पसंद है बट फॉर मी आई डोंट लाइक वॉचेस जिनकी इजीली मार्केट में फर्स्ट कॉपी अवेलेबल हो. आई डोंट माइंड इट. आई डोंट केयर. ना डायल इज अ मस्ट. ओके यू मीन लाइक दैट काइंड ऑफ अ डायल, घुमाने वाला. सिर्फ एक वॉच क्यों? नहीं, इफ़ यू नीड ओनली वन वॉच इन द वर्ल्ड देन दिस इज़ द वन टू गेट. डीसी वाली ले लो. ये ब्राउन वाली एक्सेप्शन में अच्छी लगी है. ओके नीलेश, इसका वाइट वाला विच यू ऑलरेडी है. आई डोंट हैव दैट वाइट वाला. आई वॉन्ट इट. आई डोंट हैव इट. द वाइट जी शॉक आई रियली लाइक इट. डूड केसी नाइस्टैट वाली जी शॉक देखी तुमने? वो मिलती नहीं है. Oh, that is so good. Look at this. These are like fun watches. Right? Matlab, what I really enjoy about this watch is like, dude, this watch can go 200 meters underwater. मैं अगर मुझे पानी में डुबो के मार दिया गया ना और मेरी बॉडी जब ऊपर फ्लोट होगी, this watch will be working. This watch will be working. I will break before this watch breaks. Like जो जोक नहीं था उस पिक्चर में कि तुम चौथी मंजिल से कूद दो, तुम फट जाओगे, तुम्हारा कच्चा नहीं. Like this is that watch. This is that. बच्चों वो कहने वाला था यूं, वही कहने वाला था. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea. Like ये घड़ी है वो कच्चा है. घड़ी is much more important than कच्चा. Okay? Ghadi is so much more important than kacha. Why do you even need it? I'm not wearing one right now. TMI. But I'm wearing a watch. Agreed, right? TMI doesn't work when I already said it, Lash. It doesn't work. I already said it. I'm wearing a shirt. That's all that matters, right? You guys cannot see anything below the table anyways. That came out wrong. I just realized that. But it was a process of me realizing it. नहीं तुम लोगों को घड़ियाँ नहीं पसंद पता यार. तीसरी कर fuck off, dude. ये फिर से आगे साइकोलॉजिस्ट फेवरेट है लैश का. देख रहा है, पता नहीं कहाँ से दिख गया मेरे को, तो दिखा भी नहीं अभी तक. श्वेताब दिखा है मेरे को तो. Dude, damn, ऐसा लग रहा है स्क्रीन से निकल के खा जाएगा श्वेताब. ओके ये सबसे घटिया किस्म की घड़ियाँ लगती हैं मुझे. ये क्या है? ये क्या है? ये है क्या? मुझे बताओ कोई. Am I supposed to hold it? No, it's not a compass. It's a watch. Oh, I hate it so much. Not here. Really, Lash? If this is art, it is one of those जो आते नहीं है मॉडर्न वाले, बाल्टी पकड़ के लात मार दी नीचे गिर गई. Oh, this is that. This is so ugly. Come on. It's from a movie Project 24. Okay. If it's specially made for that one particular purpose, that's fine. मेरे को skeleton वाली तो पसंद है, ऐसी नहीं. Okay, which watch do I honestly, to be honest, the watch I'm wearing is my favorite watch of all time. So that's the good thing. I don't even feel the requirement for another watch. मेरी जो watch है मेरी 5600 है. 5610 is my favorite. This one. But इसको लेने का ना यहाँ पर फ़ायदा नहीं है. होता क्या है कि 5610 में जिस केसी वाले लोगों के पास दे हैव डिफरेंट टावर्स जो कि रेडियो सिग्नल से टाइम सिंक भेजते हैं. और उससे क्या होता है कि जहाँ पर जो भी तुम्हारी वॉच है हर रात को 12 बजे जो भी है एटॉमिक वॉच के साथ सिंक हो जाती है. सो यू नेवर गो रॉन्ग विद द टाइम. द टाइम कीपिंग ऑफ अ जी शॉक आई हर्ड इज बेटर देन अ रोलेक्स बाय द वे. सो फ़ायदा इसलिए नहीं है यहाँ पर लेने का क्योंकि वो जहाँ पर इनके टावर्स हैं ना, इंडिया में उसकी रेंज नहीं आती. दैट्स द बिग इशू. Otherwise, it's like the same watch. So that's why I'm basically wearing my favorite watch. Like, you can show me a watch worth $1 million, I don't care. You know, I have my favorite watch. क्या ले दो? The fuck is up? Jesus Christ is my inward. Like I find this very ugly. This one. मैं खरीद लूँगा ये. सेंड लिंक. घड़ियाँ इंडिया छोड़ आया. Like this is fine. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. क्यूट है ये वाली. हाँ वो 22,000 की थी, 8,000 की है ये वाली. So I have the black one इसकी. This one? I don't like the black one इसमें. Like okay, तुम लड़कियों को ये पसंद आएगी और सिद्धू को. Oh, I like this. Oh, this looks so good, dude. This looks so fucking good. Oh my god, it looks good. ये पॉलिस्टर मटेरियल है क्या? हाँ. This looks good too. क्या पसंद आ रहा है इसमें? You guys have no idea about classic designs, do you? These, you don't get it. There's something poetic about a timeless design in a watch. Does that do you not find that amazing? अगर किसी को गिफ्ट करना हो तो कुछ तो दिस इज इट. नहीं, अगर किसी को गिफ्ट करना हो ना, अगर मैं क्या कहते हैं, अगर लैश को गिफ्ट करूँ, मैं पता क्या करूँगा? ये दूर से देख के ही ना आंखें चुंदी आ जाए. मतलब सब फेवरेट वॉच्ड बताओ. माय फेवरेट वॉच्ड वाज प्रॉन वीडियो. मुझे भी गिफ्ट में वॉच या ब्रेसलेट देना विंटेज वाली. वेट वो वाली कितना गंदा लगेगा मुझ पे यार. ये सब पे गंदा लगेगा. I don't think anyone can pull it off except for Emma Stone, of course. But I love this one, dude. I love this one so much. Oh my god, this looks amazing. This looks fucking amazing. मैंने ये भी ऑलमोस्ट खरीद ली थी एक बार, but I'm not that much of a fan of this one now. And plus it's expensive. जो मैंने वॉच पहनी है, that is my favorite watch. Bobby can put it off. Maybe. My favorite is Ben 10 की watch. So देखो, my thing is, a watch is a device for productivity. That's all it is. A watch is nothing. It is a device for productivity. हाँ ठीक है, वो ज्वेलरी की तरह भी यूज़ होता है, but ultimately it's a device for productivity. A lot of people like smartwatches. First of all, that's not a watch. A smartwatch is a computer on your phone. दूसरी बात, it works against you when it's about productivity because it works more in order to distract you. So what would be the best watch? The best watch would be which helps you the most when it comes to productivity. तो उसके लिए the watch has to be reliable and the watch has to be distraction free. और डिस्ट्रैक्शन फ्री में सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि तुम्हारे पास नोटिफिकेशंस नहीं आ रही. डिस्ट्रैक्शन फ्री में ये भी है कि तुम्हारे पास तुम्हें अलग अलग चीज़ें नहीं करनी पड़ रही इस घड़ी के लिए. तुम्हें बार बार बैटरी चेंज नहीं करानी पड़ रही. तुम्हें बार बार अलग इसको मेंटेन नहीं कराना पड़ रहा और ये सारी चीज़ें. सो ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज डिस्ट्रैक्शन फ्री, राइट? बिकॉज वेल इट्स अ वॉच, इट्स नॉट अ कंप्यूटर ऑन माई रेस्ट. उसके बाद what it does is it charges itself through the sun. So this is like a solar charged. इसका जो screen है, that is solar charged. So this is one watch which you get and you're good for life. You don't need to do anything. I'm not even like I was talking to someone who just bought an Apple Watch and we were discussing watches. And मैंने उनको ये नहीं बोला, he was older than me, तो मैंने उनको ये नहीं बोला कि that's not even a watch, पहली बात तो. But I was having this discussion कि this is why I like this watch. It works for productivity completely. It is the most reliable watch out there. It will never run out of juice, and it has better timekeeping, better than almost any other watch. And it is so cheap. Plus, इसके पीछे there's a whole history of G-Shock watches, and so you can get into the story as well. And जब भी तुम कोई एक चीज़ खरीदते हो, there's generally a story involved. तो मेरे को चार्ज होने के लिए बंदर ले गया, तो यू वेयर द वॉच एंड यू गो आउटसाइड, और धूप की जरूरत नहीं, इट चार्जेस फ्रॉम द लाइट अराउंड हियर एज वेल. दैट्स आई हैव हर्ड इट. मैंने खुद नहीं करी कभी, बट वही तो नॉट सो रिलायबल. अगेन यू वेयर द वॉच एंड यू गो आउट, यू नो, पीपल हैव अ लाइफ. एनीवेज, सो आई वाज टॉकिंग टू हिम एंड दैट पर्सन जिन्होंने वो एप्पल वॉच ली थी, ही टोल्ड मी कि ओहो, इसको लेके अगर मैं कहीं जंगल वगैरह में भी हूँ ना, तो मुझे GPS पता लग जाएगा, ठीक है, मैं इमरजेंसी नंबर पे कॉल कर सकता हूँ और ये सारी चीज़ें. कितनी देर के लिए? 6 hours? And then it's dead. 6 more hours and I don't think we're hearing from you again. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so the reliability is really important, and watch, as I said, is a productivity device. So the best thing a watch can do is give you time without being distracting. And वो जो distraction है वो हर चीज़ में आ जाता है कि reliability खराब नहीं होनी चाहिए, and you don't have to worry about it कि oh my watch. And plus, by the way, I can walk around with, oh fuck me, God, Disha, I missed the fucking watch. I hurt my hand. Oh. How did I miss the fucking watch? धूप में tan हो जाती हूँ मैं. So but yeah, I can walk around like this. And I don't care. Apple Watch ले लेके आता ना किसी सिद्धू ने. Oh my god, I hate you so much. और इसमें निकाल ली होगी. क्या? Calculator वाली watch? Nah. That is so ugly. There's a story behind Joe-Shock. I can get into the story, like the basic story which everyone knows. If you guys don't know. मैंने शुभ दीपक बेसिकली मैं फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, ये टर्न ऑन हुआ तो 2 घंटे सिर्फ G-Shock की बात. Okay, dude, how dare you? NR clear. What is that? It's a sign to stop talking about joke. What? Thank you for the reminder. Really appreciate it. And also, someone I know got an anxiety attack because of the Apple Watch. Someone I know got a panic attack because of the Apple Watch. Like they realized that their BP is higher than it should be, and then they realized their heart rate is going higher, and that sent that person into the feedback loop of anxiety, and that person ended up going to the hospital because he thought he was getting a heart attack. This will never do it. Since then, that person does not wear Apple Watches anymore. Open Apple Watch, you're gonna hate it. I hate Apple Watch anyways. In case you expect to the future, maybe, I'm not sure. Not much of a back to the future fan though, क्योंकि देखी नहीं मैंने. पैनिक कर गया फिर वो, ये पैनिक अटैक नहीं था. No. There are so many more details which I'm not getting into because it doesn't matter. He went into the feedback loop and that created a big anxiety attack type situation. I don't know if of course I cannot diagnose it. But that person was feeling all the effects of the, when people get a heart attack, the person was feeling all the effects of that. क्या Apple Watch कौन सी सीरीज चल रही है इनकी अब? Series 11. Oh my god, look at oh my god. Yeah, like this is this is so bad. So नो वे बस 6 घंटे चलती है. नहीं इसकी बैटरी लाइफ कितनी है? सिद्धू माइट नो. सिद्धू इज एन एप्पल बैच. More features to empower your health. Battery, sorry, लिखा ना. Better by every measure. How about the battery, you guys? Battery up to 24 hours. Oh my god, you have to charge your watch every day. You have to charge your watch every day. Like how? Can you imagine this? Like this is the productivity device. You have to charge it every day. मैं फ़ोन चार्ज कर रहा हूँ एक जगह मैं घड़ी चार्ज कर रहा हूँ अपनी. Oh shit, I forgot to charge my watch. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna wear this as a bracelet. Because otherwise my wrist is naked. चार्ज होने में 4 घंटे. Up to 8 hours of normal usage on 15-minute charge. Oh, there you go. By the way, you know what up to means. 24 घंटे तो उन्होंने लिखा है. I'm giving them the most charitable take. Most charitable क्या कहते हैं उसको? Interpretation. Or I'm taking you at your word. And still it seems horrible to me. It still seems horrible. It's not a watch. You're not wearing a watch. It is so bad. How much can you get a Seiko for? Around 50k you can probably get a Seiko, right? Yeah, nahi. Is this like much more? Yeah, this is 60,000. I don't like it. वो अलग बात है. अब लोग लेकिन वो के पीछे भागना शुरू हो गए हैं. Every Indian brand is releasing it. What is Whoop? I don't know. This is a diverse watch, by the way. एक हाथ में Whoop, एक हाथ में watch. Whoop क्या होता है? Fitness band. Oh, okay. लोग तो चूतियां हैं. So this is how the diverse watch work, by the way. So you turn, जो इसके ऊपर डायल है ना, ये वाला जो रिंग है इसके ऊपर, so you turn it back and it works like a timer. तो तुमको पता है तुम्हारे पास कितनी ऑक्सीजन है, कितनी नहीं. मेरे पास लेट्स से आधे घंटे की ऑक्सीजन है, तो इस डायल को मैं यहाँ पर ले आऊँगा एंड उसके बेस पे वो जैसे जैसे चलेगा. So yeah, that's the point of diverse watch. Oh, I like this one. Okay, I don't. Sorry. This is 37K. You can get a legit Seiko for less than 40,000, and people keep buying Apple watches, dude. I hate all of these, by the way. Most of these. Oh, this is nice. This is also 95,000. Uh, 1,70,000. But I think सिद्धू को शायद पता होगा. People also hate the brand Seiko, right? For some reason. I don't know that much about watches. But I'll buy a Seiko over an Apple Watch any day. ये सिंगल साइड ही टर्न होता है ना. आई डोंट नो अबाउट क्लॉकवाइज या एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. आई थिंक क्लॉकवाइज होता है. मतलब तुम एंटी क्लॉकवाइज करते हो, बिकॉज अगर आपका डायल हिला तो यू आर फक्ड. या एक केसियो की डाइवर्स वॉच थी जो बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलर हो गई थी क्योंकि वो 10,000 से कम की आती है. मतलब इंडिया में शायद अवेलेबल नहीं है. इट्स लाइक $100 वॉच एंड बिल गेट्स वाज वेयरिंग इट ऑन एलन, आई थिंक. So that got really popular and I think it looks good. Yeah, $70 watch. I don't give a shit how much it is. I think the watch looks good. But and that's a Casio. Sorry, मैंने Seiko बोल दिया क्या? There's no $70 Seiko watch. But it's a Casio diverse watch. I think it looks good. हाँ, कोई ग्रैंड Seiko को hate मिलता है, right? But this one seems good. कौन सी ब्रांड है? आई जहाँ तक मेरे को पता है, आई हैव वेरी लिमिटेड नॉलेज अबाउट वॉचेस, लेकिन केसियो इज़ द ब्रांड जो कि अक्रॉस द फाइनेंशियल लैडर रिस्पेक्टेड है इन द वॉच कम्युनिटी, इन द क्या कहते हैं, रिच पीपल कम्युनिटी एंड इवन इन द पुअर पीपल कम्युनिटी, विच आई आइडेंटिफाई एज अ पुअर पीपल कम्युनिटी. दिस लुक्स गुड दो. आई लाइक दिस. Plus subscription. Really? Hilfiger. I don't think it's much of a. Let me see. I have no idea. मुझे पता भी नहीं है. I don't know. I've never really heard about Tommy Hilfiger watches. Are they known for their watches? Like they just start as a watch brand only? इंडिया में तो आई थिंक टाइटन इज ऑल्सो गुड. एनार्क स्मार्ट वॉच का डिजाइन रिव्यू. एनार्क स्मार्ट वॉच. ला ला ला. नहीं 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 नहीं. सोनीता बेस्ट. इडियट. रोलेक्स ने स्टार्ट किया था ना डाइवर वॉच. आई डोंट नो. मेरे पास है. ओके. Which one? Sonata or Hilfiger? What is this Whoop? Oh, this is so fine. But if you're not calling it a watch, that's fine. I have no problem with it. It looks horrible. That's fine. No screens, no distractions, just signs. Oh, you fucking dipshit. Hilfiger. Oh, okay. You like it? That is great for you. Have you seen that clip? Have you seen this clip?
I have a Rolex that my friend Lorenzo gave me, and I brought it to the watch store, and I said, this thing's always fast. After a couple months, it's like 5 minutes fast. And they go, yep, it's just what it does. Hold on, so you're telling me that it just is always going to be fast? They're like, yeah, every few months you got to like reset it.
Seems like they should recalibrate that thing.
They can't. They tried. I have a
You buy a Rolex, and the timekeeping is not great, not good, not that good. Like my watch is better when it comes to timekeeping. By the way, I get that. I get that. There's this thing. If you have the old school mechanical watch, which my dad has one, a mechanical automatic watch. He got it as a gift on his retirement by my sister and my जीजा. Ankle bracelet लग रहा है. तो उसमें like I get the idea of these mechanical automatic watches. I love it. I actually quite love the idea. मतलब, this is my favorite watch still. But so what you do, you put it on, you set the time, you wind up the dial, you wind it up enough, and then it keeps the time. And when you move around, तो उसके अंदर की जो mechanisms हैं, they are sort of somehow working with the energy to keep the clock going, right? So I get the whole myth of the watch, of winding up the watch. You're starting every day, you wake up, ठीक है? You get yourself ready to go to work, whatever it is that you're going to do. You put your watch on, you set the time, and you wind it up. Okay, now my day is beginning. I get that psychological idea. I love that, actually. I really love that. लेकिन not for watches like these, जो quartz watches हैं, कि okay, इसमें 1 महीने बाद टाइम खराब हो जाएगा, 5 महीने बाद. ओमेगा बस अपने मून वाले यूएसपी से चल रही है. कार्टियर इज फकिंग ओल्ड स्कूल, ओल्ड मनी काइंड ऑफ वॉच. ओके, रिंग वॉच लूँगी मैं, रोटेला जैसा. आई हैव नो आइडिया अबाउट रिंग वॉच. इज दैट रियल? ओह माय गॉड. Like, why do you want a watch on your
This
finger?
is what a Casio watch is supposed to look like, and this is what they've just released. Casio's first.
No, I don't like this. Casio, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right.
Ever ring. A watch, but for your finger.
बेटा तू जो घुमा के बोलता है ना बिंद्रे, तेरी फेवरेट वीडियो चला दूंगा मैं. Oh fuck, it didn't work. Oh, I'm so sorry. तू जो घुमा के बोलता है ना, मैं तेरी फेवरेट वीडियो चला दूंगा. But there you go. You're now married to Casio. Congratulations.
This is what a Casio watch is supposed to look like, and this is what they've just released. Casio's first ever ring. A watch.
Let's not make this a thing, please. कौन सी वीडियो? And whenever you annoy me now, from now on, this is what you'll see. Whenever you annoy me now.
You know that deal? Man, that's exactly why I came over. I was gonna try to like surprise you, make you feel better.
It's nice, baby. Yeah, you're nice.
Really sucks, but hey, at least you still look good, right?
So funny. You had a horrible day at the office, but at least you still look good, right? Yeah, I got bullied by my boss. I got harassed at the office. People were catcalling me on the way home, but at least I still look good, baby. I like card tricks के लिए. क्या मतलब? What cards you used to use? I didn't use these मतलब bicycle cards enough. क्योंकि जब मैं मैजिक करा करता था, आसपास बाइसिकल कार्ड्स मिलते नहीं थे, और 350-400 रुपये एक पैक ऑफ कार्ड्स के लिए वॉज टू मच फॉर मी. तो 550 रुपये की कोई प्लास्टिक डेक आता था इतना सा. द फंडामेंटल डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज कार्ड्स एंड दोज कार्ड्स आर लाइक दिस इज द साइज ऑफ दीज कार्ड्स. वो इतने होते हैं, लाइक इतना पोर्शन इनमें एक्स्ट्रा होता है, मतलब उनमें कम होता है, लाइक इतना पोर्शन. डो कार्टेड ब्लॉक्स नहीं. जेटली साहब कैसे कैसे शौक हैं आपके? मेरे शौक नहीं. GMM. I don't know what you mean by GMM. Yeah, I cannot perform a trick to the camera because I hate it. Magic is not supposed to be done like this. Why में दिक्कत आती होगी? नहीं, क्यों? I don't think magic is supposed to be performed on camera. That's just horrible. I know, please कर. अरे भाई क्या हो गया मेरे भाई? मत कर भाई, sorry. अच्छा ठीक है. Wait, what do you mean chi, Lash? You have a boyfriend. Not everyone has a boyfriend. Some people need role play. Okay, I don't have one. Yeah, that's why I watched the girlfriend role play, not the boyfriend one, of course. I wonder if there must be a girlfriend role play. But मेरी YouTube history खराब हो जाएगी. I'm scared now. Shit. Crazy obsessive girlfriends. Obsessive. Okay, I'm not. This seems weird. I'm not now. No. मेरे वाला ले जाओ, but वो वीडियो मतलब. What's wrong with that guy? Come on, why do you guys are just haters? You're just a hater, man. You're a racist, man. Lash, you're just a racist. Just a racist, okay? I want to be ninja. अच्छा, अब मुझे बताओ डिस्कॉर्ड पे क्या क्या रह गया जो मुझे देखना है. ओह, सिद्धू, सेम डिजाइन. हाँ, इट्स क्वाइट सिमिलर. फॉसिल, राइट? कितने की पड़ी थी ये सिद्धू? तूने भेजा, बताया नहीं. How much was it? Because that Casio is what, $70? $70 USD. $8 के समथिंग. हाँ, fair enough. वो भाभी ने दी थी ये. You mean, you idiot. Nice. I like how he wrote the number 3. तेरी वीडियो. कौन सी वाली भाई? ये वाली, okay. Oh, here's a fun fact. I can tell you about cards. रुक जा चाचे. So this is called a Pharaoh shuffle. It's I don't know why it's called a Pharaoh shuffle. I don't remember why it's called a Pharaoh shuffle, but it's an extremely fair shuffle. So इसमें क्या होता है? You cut the deck almost exactly in half. ठीक है? I don't know if I can. मैं इस एंगल से कर भी नहीं सकता शायद. So उसके बाद you press these two halves against each other, right? And what you'll see is almost every card would intertwine. एक कार्ड शफल होगा इसमें. ठीक है? एक कार्ड इसमें शफल होगा and मतलब टेक्निकली तो तुम इसको पूरा वो कर लोगे, अंदर कर दोगे, बट दिस इज समथिंग कॉल्ड अ वाटरफॉल. आई कैन नॉट डू इट बिकॉज ऑफ द एंगल एट ऑल, बट दिस इज कॉल्ड अ वाटरफॉल. द पॉइंट आई वाज गोना मेक कि इफ यू डू 7 परफेक्ट फेरोज इन रो, यानी कि एक कार्ड एक में शफल हो. सो व्हेन यू आर डूइंग इट, ये परफेक्ट फेरो नहीं है ऑब्वियसली, बट यू कैन सी हियर, इसके एक कार्ड एक के अंदर जाए, राइट? इफ यू डू 7 ऑफ दीज perfectly, the deck is back in the original order. तो अगर मैंने किसी एक ऑर्डर में डेक कर रखा है and I give it a perfect Pharaoh shuffle 7 times, it goes back in the original order. That's how somehow the math works. मैजिक नहीं मुझे इस बार ज़्यादा लग रही है यार. मैं तो डांस करके आया, मुझे तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं लग रही ठंड, गर्मी और लग रही है. Have you ever done it? A perfect Pharaoh 7 times? No, I think that's the. I would rather do a false shuffle, completely false. You want to know what is the best? Dancing. Lash, I got compliments. Okay. You want to know what the best false shuffle is? This. Right? Because people should not be looking at your cards if you're doing anything. So this is the best false shuffle. People should not be looking at your cards, right? It's just that. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Compliments. Dude, I almost got marriage proposals, alright? अभी तो उन्होंने मैजिक नहीं देखा. I want to be ninja. I've gotten so bad. I've gotten so bad at Magic कि when I flick the card, I cannot even see. That's how bad I've gotten. There was a time कि मैं पूरी रात, not पूरी रात, but whenever मैं पूरी it. Now I caught it. Ace of spade. Was this your card? Nobody gives. But I cannot even catch it now. मतलब कभी हो जाता है, कभी नहीं होता. If I'm flicking the card, okay, right now I can, for some reason, catch these. But a lot of the times, I'm not. See, I'm not able. Ihin Sim. अच्छा, Linchin. Wait, what? ओ लड़कों को भी ऐसे रिश्ता आते हैं. Yes. Almost आ गया था. But my mom just got out of there real quick. भाई कूल बन रहे हैं. True. आपका फ्रेंड वाला कार्ड आप फ्रेंड वाला कार्ड नहीं उड़ा? नहीं. उसमें वो तो ऐसे होता है. वैसे होता है. उसमें see I cannot do it because of the angles either, right? So you do a revolution cut, right? The card comes out, and you flick it, catch it, and that's your card. वैसे होता है. I can teach you this trick. I can teach you this. So, someone says, "Oh, tell me." See, with the black shirt now, I look like a fucking dickhead magician, anyways. Right? Anyways, go ahead, pick a card, any card, doesn't matter which one. This one, you pick this one. 4 of spades, right? Great, amazing. We can shuffle him, but who gives a fuck? So now I give this a cut. See, I don't remember how any of this shit work. And boom, I fuck it up. But that's supposed to be a card. So what you do, you control the card to the bottom. You take this card, this is your card, right? You take it. Uske baad, somehow you shuffle it to the bottom. It's right here. Then the card is on the bottom. Don't show them that, you idiots. Then uske baad you give the cards. See, don't do this. You give the cards one-handed cut. Uske baad you hold it with your fingers. Let one card out. Flick it, catch it, show it, and fuck him. So that's how you do magic. That's how much I hate doing magic tricks. I like to teach them instead. So yeah, there you go. Now you learned one. You happy? Card magic is all about card control. Not really. I don't even like that aspect of it. Oh, screw you, dude. With your sarcastic bow. Manoj, यहीं से card फेंक के मारूंगा. 90% तो है. नहीं, because magic doesn't matter कौन सा किस type का तो magic करो. Magic is always about controlling the people, never the cards, never the coin, never anything like that. That's why I said it. Okay, agar so this is a card control. I'll show you the card control. It doesn't matter if I flash because that's sort of the point. So this is one of the oldest ones in the book, right? And that's where it is. मैं इसका नाम भी भूल गया भाई. Queen of Hearts, right? You take this, okay? It goes in the middle, and right here it is. क्या कहते थे इसको? Fuck! Diagonal shift or something like that. So you're doing this, you do this, ठीक है? And उसके बाद you do this, and then it's on the bottom. अब आएगी मैजिक कम्युनिटी एंड सबकी हमारी. Yes, you'll all be dead within 3 hours of watching these tutorials. So क्या बताने वाला था मैं? It's called a scissor cut, by the way. Some lesbians made it. I'm sorry. All right. क्या बता रहा था? हाँ. So this is how the control works. Okay. So there's the card. You won't be able to do it anyways because you have to practice. Right? The card goes here. You let this card come out like this. ठीक है? उसके बाद with your thumb and with your pinky, I think, or something like that, you push it back right here. That's how you do it. But you can do it wrong. You can do it wrong. Lekin if the people are staring at the cards, then you're doing it wrong anyways. It doesn't matter. I never learned this good sleight of hand. I was always terrible at this. There's another one. So you see the ace of spades, you remember it, you do this and you bring it on the top, right? मुझे भी रखना है भाई. Shit, time नहीं है यार. मुझे भी रखना है. क्या रखना है? Anyways, okay, whatever, doesn't matter. The point is, you don't need to know, learn all this crazy sleight of hand. You don't. You really do not. All you need to learn is how to talk to people, how to make a connection with them, how to control their attention. As long as you know that, you are good, my friend. You are actually not good. You are great. You're better than almost everyone out there. तुमने देखा है लोग क्या करते हैं? उस दिन मैं सिद्धू से भी बात कर रहा था. लोग नहीं ऐसे करेंगे. ये okay. Pick a card, any card. Oh, this one, 4 of spades. Okay, just make sure to remember it, right? And now watch. It's not on the bottom, right? It's not on the top. And then they'll do this thing, let's say. Oh, because it's in my back pocket, right here. And then they'll just stand there. Because they don't know. क्योंकि पता क्या होता है? By the way, this move was called a gambler's cop. Doesn't matter. Gambler's cop is really good. तो I like मत से कार्ड ट्रिक्स ही नहीं आएंगी तेरे हाथ में. कार्ड्स ही नहीं आएंगे तेरे हाथ में. Gambler's cop, I like the gambler's cop because what it is you palm off the bottom card, 6 of spades, right? So you take the bottom card, okay, and you basically palm it off like this, and it looks very clean. Look, it looks very clean. But it's all about the angles. It's all about the angles if you're focusing on the sleight of hand. Because I'm good here, almost, and I'm fine here. But if I go here, it's not good. So this is good. It's literally this. But you can't see it. And it looks so fair, like you don't have anything on you. It looks very fair. That's why I love it. And that's why you can go straight into your pocket. And you just have the card. My point being, once again, what was my point? I completely forgot. You took a card. You had someone take a card, which was the 8 of spades right here. Okay? You put it in your gambler's cop somehow, and you just rest your hand right there. Nobody cares about this hand. Nobody should care about this hand. If you care about this hand, people will care about this hand. So it's about controlling your attention in order to control the other person's attention. Case him reacting to Darren Brown on PGX. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. एक बार नहीं लाइव में सी मैंने यार मैं यहाँ कोचिंग नहीं दे रहा गंदी का ट्रिक्स की. मैं करेंगे कैमरा एंगल सही नहीं है सब दिख रहा है तेरे हाथ में. मैं बता रहा हूँ. And नहीं. If I'm here, if I'm here, no, you don't see it. You don't see it. You see it here, right? You see it here. Here, you don't see it. That's what I'm saying. It's all about the angle. नहीं मुझे ड्रैग नहीं कर रहा. पीछे करके देखो दिख रहा था. अरे but I'm explaining it anyways. अगर मैं listen. So if I put the back palm on, ठीक है, और अगर मैं तुमको बता के कर रहा हूँ बैक पाम, तो no matter how good someone does it, you can always see it a bit. But if it is sitting somewhere and किसी का हाथ ऐसे कहीं पर है and they all of a sudden do this, that's the point, right? But it's okay. तुझे कुछ बोलना था तो तू लिख दे. साल सिंपैथी कार्ड प्ले कर रहा है.
हाँ सरिता,
तुम अभी तक ऑफिस में हो?
नहीं ऑफिस में कहा हूँ, मैं तो निकल चुका हूँ.
शायद तुम भूल गए हो, आज हमारी एनिवर्सरी है.
रोकिए.
Oh God, accident.
देखिए, it's a case of accident.
Hello, he had to say it. Oh God, accident.
हॉस्पिटल के कुछ रूल्स हैं. पहले पुलिस में इन्फॉर्म करना जरूरी है. पुलिस को ऑलरेडी जरूरी.
हाँ तभी बोला मैंने go to a trip and do street show without.
हो सकता है ये एक्सीडेंट तुम्हारा गाड़ी से हो.
No, I don't even wanna. नहीं, but I don't wanna perform in front of many people. I just want to do it with one person, two people, three people at most. I feel it's a intimate thing. Only then it can be good. Magic cannot be good otherwise. It can only be good then when it's an intimate thing.
रोकिए रोकिए भाई साहब
Excuse me.
Intimate? Yes, it absolutely is. Yes. Because that's the issue, Lash. Because you guys have seen people performing for laughs and cheers and yells and screams and reactions, right? The best reactions are when, पहली बात, the person is put in a different world for a moment at least. इसका दिमाग एक ही जगह चलता है. You guys are fucking idiots, dude. You guys are fucking idiots. You guys, oh my god, how do I explain it? And it leads to random people. I was Zara camera. Okay, sorry, I take it back. See, what happens is, देखो, जो मैं पहले कह रहा था ना कि what people do is कि they do a trick in one way, उसके बाद they just stand there. उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, right? मैं समझ गया. एक बार तुमने वीडियो देखी थी जिसमें the guy pretends to read minds and वो लेडी रोने लग जाती है. हाँ. So, but just for everyone else, if you see a person get into a trick, उसको कोई आके बोलता है, यार, can you show me a trick? And they're like, oh yes, let me show you something. The first thing they do, by the way, all these cards are different. You fucking idiot, why would you say that? It's a deck of cards. And then people will say, you can see there's no marking behind these cards. कि ये आगे से 4 of hearts है, तो पीछे से मेरे को नहीं पता लगेगा ये 4 of hearts है. These are normal cards. Again, I'm exaggerating a bit, right? But you idiot, nobody was even thinking that. There's an old saying, don't run when you're not being chased. But people do it so much. It's sad. अब जैसे ही deck of cards, yes, it is that person is a deck of cards who does this. In relation बच्चों को पूरा deck plain करके दिखाया. हाँ, I did it once though. The point is, you see the person get into a performance zone, and then you see the person get out of it when they're done. They're proud of themselves. कर लिया मैंने, अच्छे से हो गया. So it is all about the trick for the person who's performing the trick, right? लेकिन anyone who's comfortable failing, who's comfortable doing it wrong, who's comfortable doing this, okay, you pick a card, this one, let's say is your card, right? You put it down, and it's on top. No, it's not. It's not? Well, okay. Let's try this again. The person who's comfortable doing this does not care about how the mechanisms of these things work. So they don't make the whole trick about the trick about the trick. They are focused on the experience that they're providing to the other person. And that is much better. Without a doubt, every time. That is much better. Every time. Because you're focused on the experience that you're providing to the other person. So that's what happens then when you're not focused on the mechanisms. मैं किसी से बात कर रहा हूँ, let's say, not मैं, because I'm not a good magician. किसी से बात कर रहा है, तो naturally they fall into a trick, mechanism वाली, ठीक है? उनकी जो conversation का part है, that becomes part of the trick. And उसके बाद when they are done with the trick, it feels like it came out of the interactions they were having. Of course, the dynamic is said that they are going to perform, right? But it comes out of the interaction that they were having. And especially if you're talking about something serious, मतलब मैं थोड़ा सा different direction में जा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि I have also done it in a different way, जो मैं बाद में बताऊँगा. But the story of the trick, every trick has a story, right? And the story of the trick connects with the story of the spectator, and the spectator gets the experience. And because the story of the trick is ends magically out of the world, so you can somehow make their experience magical in reality. So that's where magic really happens. It happens in the spectator's experience of the trick. It's not about the trick. Nobody gives a shit about the trick. That's why I hate card tricks. Like, oh, I have this trick of, oh my god, you fucking pathetic piece of shit. So does that make sense? I don't know. I'm not very well मेरे ऐसे plain thoughts नहीं है इस बारे में, but yeah. Darren Brown, watch Darren Brown. He does it really well. Darren Brown does it really well. I cannot show any of his clips here because copyright बहुत जल्दी आ रहा है.
हेलो. हाँ हाँ भाई रमेश मेरा भाई है.
What? I'm sorry, it was too late. अगर थोड़ी देर पहले भी इन्हें ले आते तो शायद.
एक गाड़ी आई थी, मैंने बहुत कोशिश की, नहीं रुकी.
Okay, all right.
क्यों भागते हो हमारी जिम्मेदारी से?
True.
अपनी जिम्मेदारी से मत भागिए. यह हादसा आपके साथ भी हो सकता है.
True.
जिम्मेदार और रिस्पॉन्सिबल लोगों की हमें जरूरत है.
Yep.
They are wanted by our country.
Okay. I like this kind of magic. Like if you're talking about tricks, I don't know if I can show this trick, because
I had no idea. But Chris, magic, real magic. Magic.
What's up? Jake, I haven't seen this deck. You haven't shown me this deck. You know, this is a deck of cards. Captivated yet? Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle it. I also play a magician in the movie The Magnificent Seven.
I saw that.
Thank you. I like movies. And so I get to practice a little bit there. Okay, I need a volunteer. Should I? Oh, all right, I got Will.i.am. This is awesome. I'm doing a card trick for Will.i.am. I love my life. Okay.
so there are already a couple of technical issues. Like he's obviously not a practiced magician, so he is making the trick a little harder for himself than it has to be. But it's okay.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This is called Burnham, and it works 50% of the time. So I'm gonna make 3 piles. Okay. Now, Will.i.am. May I call you Will.i.am?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Take this card and pick it up and put it on. Actually, no, put it on either side of these piles. You want face up. This card right here.
Oh,
take that card and put it face up on either side.
Oh, yeah. I get to choose?
Yeah. And now take that card and put their face up.
Hell yeah.
Now, this is your card, but do not let me see it. But show everybody.
Okay.
That's your card. Don't let me see it.
Okay.
Come on. And don't say anything.
Oh, good card.
And when you're finished, commit it to memory. Put it back in the middle pile. Anywhere inside. Anywhere you want in the middle pile. Hide it and make it so that I can never know where you put it.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, boom on that.
Just have. Okay. Now, 2 4s. I call this trick 2 4s. I take 1 4 on the bottom, 1 4 on top. Now, what do I know? I know that your card, you remember your card? Don't tell me. It's somewhere inside this little deck, but I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna put that in the middle. And put that right there. Now I want you to shuffle that 4 times.
Aw, shit.
Let's fast forward.
In the middle.
I get 4.
Oh, you get 4 chances?
Yeah.
That seems fair.
30 minutes each.
Yeah. Each is a different segment.
No, it's not a self-solving trick.
Norton show. No. Okay, let's see here. No, that's not it. Oh, it's coming. It's gonna be here. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Nope. Okay, hold on. I get 4 chances.
Wait a second. Will you count 4 chances to shuffle through them, or 4 chances to show me?
No, he's just looking for your card. Looking for your card. Okay, I got it. Come on. Don't you me on this. The first chance.
Dear Lord God, please.
Your card.
Hell no.
No? Okay. 4 chances.
Yeah, boom.
No.
Okay.
It's called burn 'em. I take 1. I burn it. I might burn your card. Will.i.am your card?
Hell no.
Okay, hold on. Is it your card?
Hell no.
Just tell me your card now, because this could be it. What's your card? You can tell me now, because I wouldn't be able to take it out.
It's an A.
An A of hearts.
A of hearts.
See that?
Yeah.
The ace of hearts.
No. Hey, Ryan, though.
Your card is in this pile. Shazam.
Hell no.
Will Shazam.
No.
That's good. I think it was
Your card. Wait, Will.i.am, I'm not done. Give me a fist bump.
Wait a second.
Magic fist bump. Keep it right there. Don't move it. Squeeze.
See, the personality does all the work. The trick is fun because of his personality, not because it's an impossible thing. It's because of his personality. सच बताऊं I've done this trick wrong. पता है पहले एक बार I've done this trick wrong. When you're at this moment, you slap. I did the slap. सारे कट गिर गए. Well, that person had a much looser grip, I guess. But yeah, I like this kind of trick where the personality does all the work. Like Chris Pratt has a good personality. He's an actor. He knows how to talk. He knows how to do the showmanship. And the trick becomes about the experience because of that. Now, imagine if he was a trained magician or a well-practiced one. Abhi he was he still did a very good job though. He still did a very good job. Without a doubt. He just made it a bit more difficult for himself than it had to be. Bro, wait. What you mean, wait? ब्रेन का लिसन सुन मेरी बात. Why do you want to learn magic? पहले मुझे बता जल्दी से नो टाइम. डिस्कॉर्ड खत्म कर. तमीज से बात कर. किससे बोल रहे हो तू? Attention. Okay, there you go. So you have that clear. That's good. So ब्रेन सागा का कोई दोस्त नहीं है उसको दोस्त बनाने. No, I had many friends, but I felt not sufficient to talk to someone and be worth their time. That was my issue, right? Of course, later on, that went away because for different reasons we can get into that. The more people pleaser you become, the less you'll be good at magic. तो जो भी मैं बात कह रहा हूँ ना, it will become all about that. जो मैं कह रहा हूँ ना कि it becomes all about the trick. Then it becomes about the trick. It becomes about look how cool I am. और उस चीज़ को you cannot do anything about it. It's fine. Learn magic. ठीक है, perform magic. Magic is believing in yourself. Yes, that's gay. So learn magic, perform magic, because you have to work through that thing. जो तू कह रहा है ना कि we all have magic. Yeah, that's super gay, dude. So maybe a magic. Okay. Work through it, go through it, and then when you come out of it, I think that will be great. पार्थ ने कुछ भेजा है.
बिहारी जी आपका फोन बज रहा है, कृपया करके अपना जरा सा टाइम निकाल कर फोन उठा लीजिए मिस्टर बिहारी जी. आपका फोन का
You
रिंग
guys are
बहुत ही
assholes. You guys are assholes, dude. हरामी लोगों. Amber Heard don't like magicians. You know what she likes less? Using don't instead of doesn't. That's what she likes even less. मैंने भेजा वीडियो. हाँ, but it's about magic. Nobody cares about magic right now. I want to watch this video. Goodbye, guys. Migraine loading. All right, bye, Lash. Thanks for joining the streams. Take care. See ya. Good night.
There's something about the music of Radiohead that
Okay, this is a
seems
20-minute video. Who wants to watch and who doesn't want to watch? जल्दी बताओ, मेरे रील्स है. Okay. अच्छा, नई वीडियोस मैं अभी नहीं चलाऊंगा. साला से तूने भेजी. हरामी. हटा ली. चलो बढ़िया. नई चीज़ें मैं अभी नहीं चलाऊंगा क्योंकि पहले I need to go through some more shit, right? चीटिंग ब्रेकअप वाला यहाँ तक तो हम देख चुके हैं सारा. यहाँ तक आई थिंक वी आर क्लियर, राइट? वी आर गुड. You know the guy in that magic video? Which one? जो नहीं, I don't. जो तूने भेजी है? No, I don't know this guy. मतलब this guy I know. चलो सिद्धू की देख रहा हूँ मैं. Like is he famous? Yeah, I don't know. I've been away from Magic World for super long. Sam Altman cancels Tesla Roadster reservation after 7.5 years of wait. Okay. You stole a non-profit and you forgot to mention Act 4 where the issue was fixed and you received a refund within 24 hours. But that is your nature. हाँ, मैंने Peaky Blinders पूरा देखा है, लेकिन मुझे ना पूरा मैंने वो continuation में नहीं देखा 1 to that show, right? Because I was watching it पहले. I think 4th season आने से पहले देखा था मैंने या 5th आने से पहले देखा था, पता नहीं कब देखा था. 6 आ चुके ना टोटल. एंड तो उसके बाद I watched, ऐसा हुआ था. तो इस साथ के साथ नहीं. But I really like the show.
Just to beg for it to be used in movies and television, whether it's literally some of the names of their songs or the overall.
और यार मेंशन कर दे यार शब्द if you want me to, क्योंकि I'm looking at मुझे रील्स दिख नहीं रही. ये वाली तो मैंने देख ली जो तूने भेजी थी, राइट? यहाँ मीठा आलू. I can't find yours. मैं बहुत पहले सीखा था कार्ड ट्रिक्स, लाइक 7th में था तब. All right. Actually, you know what? Okay, let me just say one more thing. One last thing for Brain Saga, because I think this might actually help. नहीं देखिए, अच्छा अभी देखता हूँ, फिर अभी वही देखता हूँ. Just one thing to Brain Saga. एक सेकेंड. So, what you do, you shuffle these cards, ठीक है. मैं एक वो दे रहा हूँ तेरे को, क्या कहते हैं, होमवर्क सो टू स्पीक, ठीक है. You have them shuffle the cards. अभी मेरे पास कोई है नहीं कार्ड shuffle करने के लिए. You have them shuffle the cards. उसके बाद you ask them, cut these cards anywhere you like. They cut them wherever they want, and then you tell them, okay, let me read it. Oh my god. मैंने जब तुमने कार्ड शफल करे थे तो आई वॉज ट्राइंग टू काउंट द कार्ड्स. आई रिमेंबर द ऑर्डर बिफोर हैंड. आई थिंक यू कट द 27 cards in the first one, and then you did like 13 more. So I think based on my calculations, this should be the 2 of clubs, and this one should be the 6 of diamonds, and they do all the shuffling and everything. So based on, I think my calculation was quite right, wasn't it? 2 of clubs and 6 of diamonds. This is all you need. You learn this one trick, okay? I'll teach you right now. This works on a principle called one ahead, and this is how this works. तो जो cards हैं उनको shuffle करता है spectator. Somehow you need to find a way to look at the top card, which in this point is Jack of Clubs. ठीक है? You need to find a way to look at the top card. Jack of Clubs है, हमको पता है. You pick it somehow. तो ये रहे cards, मेरे को पता है ये card है Jack of Clubs. ठीक है? उसके बाद what you do, let me just fix one thing real quick. There you go. This, and the focus shouldn't fuck up so much now. So I know this card is Jack of Clubs. कोई कितना भी shuffle कर ले, कुछ भी कर ले, top card मैंने देखना है. यहाँ पर Jack of Clubs है वो, ठीक है. I ask them to cut the cards. Done. This card I know is Jack of Clubs. क्यों? क्योंकि ये top पे था, right? So it was here. I know this card is Jack of Clubs. ये मेरे को पहले से पता है. They cut the cards. I know Jack of Clubs ये रहा, ठीक है. उसके बाद what I need to do is, okay, focus is even worse now somehow. Yeah. So I know this is the Jack of Clubs. ये ऐसे रखा हुआ है. मुझे ये कार्ड नहीं पता. I will say that मैं सारा अपना ड्रामे करूँगा और मैं कहूँगा कि this is the Jack of Clubs. असली में ये वाला है Jack of Clubs, right? But I'll say this is the Jack of Clubs. I'll take it. I'll look at it. This is the 6 of Clubs. ठीक है. मैंने बोला ये Jack of Clubs है. I take it. I'll look at it. This is the 6 of Clubs. And I say कि और थोड़े से ड्रामे. And this is the 6 of Clubs. I hold it. How much do you want to bet? I got it right. Well, now already you have seen it, so you know whatever the fuck you'll say. The reason मैं तेरे को कह रहा हूँ कि सिर्फ ये एक कार्ड ट्रिक कर जितनी बार तुझे करनी है, and learn the entire magic through this. कुछ टाइम होगा कि कोई कहेगा फिर से करेगा तो शायद लोगों को पता लग जाए, या फिर लोग कहेंगे कुछ और देखा और तेरे को कुछ और नहीं आता होगा, तो we can I'll teach you one tomorrow as well. The reason I'm saying just focus on this one because this is easy to do, easy enough. ठीक है. उसके बाद this is not a good trick. This is a really bad trick. Like इसमें King of Diamonds. असल में ट्रिक क्या है? तुमने shuffle करा, ये है King of Diamonds और ये है Ace of Diamonds. Done. असल में this is the trick. This is not a good trick. But the point is कि once you keep performing this trick, you'll have to find how to make this trick work, how to make it better. ठीक है. एक चीज़ जो better बनाएगी इस trick को, without a doubt, वो बनाएगा time misdirection. So what is time misdirection? Shuffle हुए cards, ये card मेरे को पता है Ace of Hearts है, ठीक है. यहाँ पर रख दिया. So far this is obvious कि हो सकता है मैंने टॉप कार्ड देखा और यहाँ पर, लेकिन मैं थोड़ी बात करूँगा, बकवास करूँगा कि शफल क्या रहा था तुमने, ये सब वो चीज़ ये मेरे लिए सच में ज़्यादा मुश्किल हो गया, ये वो फलाना टिकर, बहुत सारी बकचोदी करूँगा. सो पीपल डोंट इवन रिमेंबर कि दिस इज टेक्निकली द टॉप कार्ड. ठीक है. उसके बाद मैं ये उठाऊँगा एस ऑफ हार्ट्स बोल के, एंड फिर मैं और बकचोदी करूँगा. ठीक है. सो दैट बिकॉज आई वॉन्ट पीपल्स माइंड टू गो अवे फ्रॉम दिस, राइट, लाइक आई वाज सेइंग. सो एंड देन लाइक दिस इज द 4 ऑफ स्पेड्स. उसके बाद मैं थोड़ी सी और बकचोदी दूँगा. यार पता है मैंने ये कई बार गलत करी है. But this time it actually worked. So the time direction is working in my hand. इसके बाद how do you tell a story beforehand? Okay. Actually मैं बहुत टाइम से कोशिश कर रहा था इस कार्ड डेक के ऑर्डर को रिमेंबर करने की, एंड आई थिंक ऑर्डर को रिमेंबर करना तो बहुत आसान है. ऑर्डर रिमेंबर करना इतना तो मुश्किल नहीं है. यू कैन बेसिकली रिमेंबर द ऑर्डर. देयर आर डिफरेंट मेमोरी ट्रिक्स विच यू कैन यूज. सो आई कैन गो लाइक किंग ऑफ हार्ट्स, सेवन ऑफ स्पेड्स, क्वीन ऑफ हार्ट्स, व्हाटएवर द फक, यू कैन जस्ट रिमेंबर टॉप 5 cards or whatever. But you make up the story. The real difficulty comes when you cut it. In fact, it becomes even more difficult. It becomes impossible when you shuffle it. It becomes impossible to remember the order. So this is what I'm gonna try to do. So you shuffle these cards. So you make up the whole story, and you talk about how often do you get it wrong, or blah blah blah, flana dhimkana sab kuch. So that's the idea. So just learn this trick. I'll teach you one tomorrow. So that's the idea. You learn the simplest of tricks and you try to make them impressive. If you can make a simple trick impressive, it means you have made your personality impressive. So yeah, just do that. That will do wonders for you than learning better magic tricks, without a doubt. और ये जो बात मैं कह रहा हूँ, ये जो philosophy so to speak है, this works in everywhere. This works in every field. You take a bad camera and you learn to make it good, and then you actually get a good camera, then you're so far ahead of the crowd. Damn nice trick. This is basically called a one ahead principle. And yeah, if you are working with this, you can make it more complex. एक ही जगह तुम तुम 3 piles बना सकते हो. तुमको भी दिख नहीं रहा, I know, but यहाँ पर 3 piles है. 4 of spades, 2 of clubs, 9 of hearts, and so yeah, of course there is 4 of spades, 2 of clubs, 9 of hearts. So you can have as many piles as you like, right? As long as you know the top card, you know every top card of the pile, because you are working on the principle which is called one ahead. You know something they don't, right? So इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ अभी, like I don't think I've ever done a variation with 3 different packs. लेकिन why not? And तो लेट्स से अगर तू 3 लोगों को परफॉर्म कर रहा है ये ट्रिक, ठीक है, तो तू ये नहीं बोलेगा कि okay, now see, this is what actually interests me. This I think is really what magic is really about, like I was saying. So when you're performing it for multiple people, let's say 3 लोगों के लिए परफॉर्म कर रहा है तू. Oh fuck, मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा धक्का मार दिया. ले बीसी में भाई, रुक जा, मैं खुद फोकस नहीं कर पाऊंगा. So let's say you're performing for multiple people, ठीक है, तुझे पता है ये है किंग ऑफ क्लब्स, ठीक है. How do you see the top? That's the point. That's what you work out, right? So we know this is the king of clubs, right? अब मेरे आगे यहाँ पर एक बंदा बैठा है. Okay, let's say this tape is one person, this remote is one person, and this lens is one person. So you see the 3 people, right? Not lens is too big. That's what she said. Not about the lens though. So this is one person, this is one person, this is one person. No, I'll be too distracted, Bindra. I won't say कि make it a pile. तीनों से shuffle करा लिया, right? Let's just say तीनों से करा लिया. ज़रूरी नहीं है, तीनों से कराना might be redundant. You tell this person or any of them, take some cards. कुछ cards ले लो अपने पास. There you go. इसने भी कुछ cards ले लिए अपने पास, बाकी cards गए इसके पास. You can do it with 4 piles as well. Like, okay, ये मेरे पास बचे. We already know this card, king of clubs, right? उसके बाद you do your whole counting bitch, ठीक है? You're like, I think you must have landed on the king of clubs, and you must have landed on the 9 of spades, if I'm not wrong. And this should be the 10 of clubs. And then you ask them, which card did I say you landed on? No, you don't say that. You don't say that. Okay, which card did I say you landed on? No, you ask them, which was your card? And they say, king of clubs. Oh, fuck. Which was your card? 9 of spades. Seriously? And yours? 10 of clubs. Fuck me, really? Fucking hell, dude. Oh my god, I just came. What that does is, क्या difference आता है? I wish I had my action camera right now. हाँ, फर्क क्या आता है when you say कि what was your card, जब वो बाद में अपने दिमाग में सोच रहे होंगे ना कि how the trick was really done, if you actually made an impression on them, तो they'll remember कि यार मेरा कार्ड ये था. So they will think कि they picked a card. They won't remember कि वो बस एक piles उन्होंने ली थी. They will think they chose a card, they pick a card. तो भाई हमने ही शफल करे, हमने 3 कार्ड्स चूज करे थे, and like after a few days that's what they'll remember. They won't remember the whole mechanisms of the trick because these are not important anyways. We remember things based on what's relevant, what's important. So yeah, you can do it with 3 people, you can do it with 4, you can do it with as many people as you like. And remember, सबसे ज़रूरी चीज़ है इसमें time is direction, क्योंकि उसके बाद जब तुमने हाथ में पकड़े रखे हैं ना ऐसे, let's say 3 कार्ड्स ऐसे पकड़ रखे हैं, तो उसके बाद यार अच्छा तेरा कार्ड क्या था, एंड यू आर लाइक टेकिंग इट आउट लाइक दिस, दे माइट रिमेंबर कि नहीं मेरा कार्ड तो इसने ऊपर रखा था जो यहाँ से उठाया था. सो दैट्स व्हाई टाइम इज डायरेक्शन इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, राइट? सो यू हैव टू मेक द ट्रिक अबाउट स्टफ मोर देन द ट्रिक. जस्ट दैट्स ऑल आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. एंड और मैं बहुत अलग अलग तरीके से समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ सेम बात को, बट जस्ट डू दिस, just remember this, and perform this with as many people as you want, and see what happens. See what happens to you, what happens to them, what is the experience, record it, then watch it again. Card tricks or mentalism with cards. By the way, Nilesh, you ruined a trick for me. I thought you liked ruined. It's like a fucking tech, dude. It happens. It happens. There's no way you watched normal porn. I never said I've watched normal porn. Why would I watch normal porn? What the fuck are you talking about? But can you seriously guess someone's passcode? Nope. By the way, Nilesh, you ran a trick for me. अगर कोई मेरे आगे करता कितना अच्छा लगता मेरे को. अब ये मन में सोचूंगा, इसको पता नहीं है कि मेरे को आता है ये. It's not that. What you can also see is what this person is doing. It's like a dance performance, dude. अगर तुम किसी को डांस करते हुए देख रहे हो, you're not like ये तो खाली moves कर रहा है. No. But if the magician is making this about, if the magician is making this about the trick, oh देखो, you see how cool I am, you see how I can do this stuff, then you'll be like, यार मुझे पता है तू क्या कर रहा है. But if they make it more of a participatory thing, if they make it more of an experience for you, then yeah, that's what it is. Anyways, turn on carrot browsing. ये क्या होता है? हट. तभी तो मन में सोचूंगा, अगर एंजॉय ना करना तो मुंह पे बोलूंगा. डिस्कॉर्ड वाली वीडियो ही चला रहा हूँ, बिंद्रा की साल है. अच्छा तूने भेजा, सॉरी. आई रियली लव. About the passcode thing, you've seen me do it, dude. So was that trick a peak of what? Of mentalism? No. Mentalism works in many different ways. मेरे पे कार्ड्स हैं, वो बहुत ओल्ड हैं, पूरे स्टिक हैं, तो that doesn't matter. See, strictly that doesn't even matter. How the Hindu cooked parliament chaos with this masterpiece.
Will speak in favor of the motion, and those on my right will speak against it. And I want proper parliamentary behavior. So let's start.
Thank you, Professor. Since 1960, we are trying to pass the bill for the rural development. And the structure of the bill is in the way. The structure of the bill is getting it down. And the purpose of the whole thing is to
There was a thing about that phone thing, right? Nice.
Those on my left.
Nice, that's good. That's good. Oh, I missed that. Those on my left.
Will speak in favor.
I missed that part. Nice. This content may be inappropriate. That's why I'm trying to watch it. I just इसमें मेरा लॉग इन Instagram. I guess I don't want to fucking. Oh, Dylan Dennis वाली बात ना? हाँ, I've seen this.
Actually, they came back and told me right before I.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've just seen this. I've seen this. Dude, how good is Islam, dude? How good is he, dude? I don't like him, but how good is he? That's amazing how good he is. I don't like him, but I can still be amazed by the guy. I guess क्योंकि यार Epstein mail leaked. Really? No? I can look it up. वो ट्रम्प वाला जो मैंने बोला. Oh really? Trump shoots with Marjorie Taylor Greene as House vote on releasing Epstein file looms. The banality of evil, how Epstein's powerful friends normalized him. Epstein files controversy, House poised to vote Republican. Messy signals over 100 year. Jeffrey Epstein brother makes shocking revelation, says Baba, not Bill Clinton. Who is it? How Jeffrey Epstein helped Israel establish a police state in this country. Epstein mail लिखूं क्या? You have seen emails and files. What do they reveal about Trump? Okay. US President Donald Trump's relationship with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has once again come under scrutiny after a United States lawmaker released more than 20,000 pages of documents from Epstein's estate on Wednesday, including some that mentioned Trump's name. US Democrats in House Oversight Committee, a federal body that oversees government functions, released email exchanges between Epstein and some of his associates in which the former financiers appeared to suggest that Trump knew about his conduct towards young girls. He probably did. Discord. बस ये पढ़ के देख रहा हूँ यार. मुझे बिंद्रा की वीडियो देखनी है क्योंकि मतलब काफ़ी देर से मैं चला भी रहा हूँ और नहीं भी चला रहा हूँ वीडियो. Trump is bisexual. Okay.
बिल क्लिंटन, ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ, ये निकल के आया रिसेंटली रिलीज एप्स्टीन मेल्स में, जिसमें जेफरी एप्स्टीन का भाई उससे पूछता है इफ पुतिन स्टिल हैज पिक्चर्स ऑफ ट्रम्प ब्लोइंग बबा. बबा पूरी दुनिया को पता है इस कॉमन निकनेम ऑफ बिल क्लिंटन. एनीवे, इस मेल के रिलीज होने के बाद ये एक ट्वीट भी सामने आ रहा है. इफ हिलेरी कांट सैटिस्फाई हर हस्बैंड, what makes her think she can satisfy America? I mean, ट्रम्प को ये बात कैसे पता? She can't.
मतलब ठीक है, चलो ईमेल आ गया वो बात ठीक है. जबरदस्ती के ना ये ट्वीट वाले लिंक बनाते हैं ना लोग, मुझे तब दिक्कत होती है. लाइक ही इज ट्राइंग टू बी अ dickhead to Hillary. Like that's, don't look too deep into it, dude. I've said so many things here. Like if you look too deep into anything I've said.
Can't satisfy her husband. Is it that कि उसके बाबा ने खुद ट्रम्प को बताया था during one of his performances, और शायद इसीलिए रशियंस इंटरफेयर कर रहे थे 2016 के इलेक्शंस में so that ट्रम्प जीत जाए और फिर उसको ब्लैकमेल कर सके.
And of course वो बीजेपी का है. कौन?
इन पिक्चर्स के साथ. आफ्टर ऑल पूरा एप्स्टीन का गेम ही ब्लैकमेल का था, और शायद इसीलिए अब ट्रम्प बहुत
From Peter shit to misogyny. Wait, what you?
हेवीली इन्वेस्ट कर रहा था एआई में, ताकि अगर ये फोटोज रिलीज हो जाए तो वो कह सके भाई ये तो एआई.
अच्छा, वो एआई में भी इसलिए इन्वेस्ट. Dude, everyone is investing in AI. It's a bubble. It's a big bubble. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. वो एआई में इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है ताकि अगर ये लीक हो जाए तो वो कह सके. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? भैंस की क्या कॉन्स्पिरेसी लेके आते हैं यार ये लोग. He might be blowing him, dude, for all I know, for all I care. He might be blowing like fucking Bill Clinton here, Obama here, and fucking eating out Hillary in the middle. I don't give a shit, right? Can we just not ever clip this? Like really? अच्छा, पास नहीं है ना, that's fine. I mean सब करते हैं आगे जाने के लिए. Well, I hope not. But I don't care. He could be blowing like a million people, dude. But he इतनी जब तकड़ी conspiracy बना देते हैं ना. कि भाई वो एआई में भी इसलिए इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है ताकि वो कल को बोल सके वो एआई था, और वो पता है स्पेस एक्सप्लोरेशन में इसलिए इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है ताकि अगर ये वर्ल्ड में अर्थ में सबको पता लग जाए तो वो दूसरे प्लेनेट में जाके रहने लग जाए और वहां से नेटवर्क्स काट दे. You fucking idiots, dude. You guys are idiots. I'm assuming this is where it's like कब का हाई wait, this was sent in 2018. Okay. On Wednesday, March 21, 2018, at 9:54 a.m., Mark L. Epstein wrote, "You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard." Oh my god, these fucking people. On March 21, 2018, Jeffrey Epstein wrote, and I thought I don't know what this word means. और फोटोज का पुतिन क्या करता होगा बेसिक. Well, it's always good to have, rich and powerful people in your back pocket. A while back, you mentioned that you were pre-diabetic. Has anything changed with that? And what is your boy Donald up to now? Did I miss the whole blow thing? I don't think I did. You mean Donnie T? Importance high. I'd rather be Donnie D's shoes. I'd rather be in Donnie D's shoes. You mean Donnie T? You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of a movie Get Hard. Okay. There it is. Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Baba. There it is. Yeah, I mean, okay. हाँ, I know. Sidhu देखा हमने. We discussed about this as well. अच्छा ये वही है. Fuck it. Wait, ये font अलग क्यों है? हाँ. Font नहीं, I think color अलग है. I'm not sure. Could be font as well. It's like a link. It's like a link. Blowing could have been used as a figure of speech, no? Photos of Trump blowing Baba लिखा है. That's the thing. Highlight कर रखा है. That's a weird highlight, dude. I'd rather be in Donnie D shoes. ये भी highlighted है. Who gives a fuck, dude? These people are weird. We all know that anyways. Like, isn't that like Alex Jones, as weird as that guy is? Didn't he do a whole Alex Jones films secret video? What was it? This Dark Secret Inside Bohemian Grove ritual footage. I think it is harmless, but yeah, it's a thing.
Hitler, of course, was a Bohemian. I think it's more Babylon mystery religion. All of the elements are there. Of course, even the owl is a symbol of ancient mystery Babylon. The owl was worshipped by the ancient Egyptians and by the Babylonians. Yeah, so
a lot of these rich people, extremely rich, powerful people, were going in this islands and wearing weird shit, and अजीब से costumes पहन के, and then they were worshipping this owl god, and they were doing a pretend sacrifice. Like, I think Alex Jones got a lot of it on camera.
And it's interesting to me.
बिंद्रे की Radiohead वाली वीडियो देखो, एजिंग कर रहे हो बेचारे के साथ. I think he doesn't mind this. Bindra, you mind this too much? हाँ देख लो, I just want you guys to get into Radiohead. Okay.
That many of the members of the Bohemian Grove have in their homes, as I understand it, small figurines of owls. And I believe they actually worship those owls as a symbol of the deity, the great goddess of Babylon. And of course, here again, we have the counterfeit of Christ's sacrifice on the cross. I think all of those things, there had to be, in my belief, an occultist, a deep occultist, who designed each of the elements of this ceremony. It wasn't just a bunch of guys sit together at a bar and said, hey, let's have a good time, the cremation of care, and why don't we do this or that? I believe it was purposely designed, each element in its turn, for what they did. No doubt about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been
Look,
watching
this was the video.
Secrets Inside Bohemian Grove.
Like, you have to see, like, this is a bit weird. Like, all these people are, like, billionaires, apparently. Or at least powerful people.
The facts we've shown in this film are absolutely documented. I would only hope that people of the world realize the organized evil we're dealing with at almost every level. Republican, Democrat, you name it. They're all working on the same team. Ladies and
क्या हो रहा है इधर? They were worshipping this deity, and they were wearing these costumes, and they were doing a no, it's not KKK, and they were doing a pretend sacrifice.
Gentlemen, it's called world government, the new world order, dehumanization. It's not a joke. It's deadly serious. Unfortunately, they've been breeding societies to think everything's a joke. I'm here to tell you truth is stranger than fiction.
Like, if these are normal college going kids, that's fine, or normal adults as well, it's fine. Like, if these guys are actually politicians, millionaires, billionaires, like, really? New world order, dude, everything is called new world order. Don't worry about that too much. मोदी जी को manifest कर रहे हैं, ये सब true. This is the whole video quality. No.
From the program, it's all the time.
I mean, Alex Jones, I think is a retard. I don't know, but he has been right about some things. At the same time, if you say a million things, you'll be right. You'll be right about some of them, right? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear something? I thought I heard something. I felt like I heard something. Predictions that came true. There you go. I think they are. Yes, they are. But no, this is a genuine question. Did you hear something? Because then I'll check it out. Otherwise, I could just be wrong, We're going deep into the conspiracy land. Alex Jones.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad you could join us today for this Wednesday, July 25th, 2001 broadcast. Tyranny is enveloping the globe, and the United States is a shining jewel the globalists want to bring down, and they will use terrorism as the pretext to get it done. Look, we've seen the news stories that you've wanted to blow things up, have blown things. We're aware of who the terrorists are if you pull this.
If Bindra doesn't mind, I can watch the Radiohead tomorrow, but I'll definitely remember to watch it. But then I'll have to do it after. Chalo chalo, fuck the conspiracy. Because then I'll have to do it after the Uncharted, क्योंकि वो तो decided है ना. कहाँ गई वो Radiohead वाली video? Bye bye Brain Saga. Let me know how the magic goes.
There's something about the music of Radiohead.
But yeah, to be fair to Bindra, I did really like Dave D. I think I've said it already many times, but yeah. देख लो पसंद आया तो बंद कर देना. No, that's fine. अब तुझे स्ट्रीम पसंद आएगी तो तू बंद कर देगा क्या? शायद तूने मेरी थी बहुत पहले.
Seems to beg for it to be used in movies and television, whether it's literally some of the names of their songs or the overall mood of the music. The band clearly has something special when it comes to their ability to write music that just seamlessly fits the screen. I mean, this list of TV and movie placements is insane. Not to mention the fact that two of the band's
इसमें songs and music है ना? Okay.
members, Tom York and Johnny Greenwood, each have experience as
I will. Don't worry. I'll make sure to play the music on the real time.
composers for film, television, documentaries, and even the concert hall in the case of Johnny Greenwood. Wait, no, not that one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should just.
Now, I don't think it's possible to completely formalize what it is about Radiohead's music that makes it so well suited for visual media, but we can certainly take note of what might be causing it to work so well in a given scene. We can also break down what's going on inside the music itself, and look at how songwriters can learn from that. As a heads up, I'm obviously going to be using examples from movies and television, so skip these parts of the video if you don't want spoilers for these movies and TV shows. What I want to do with this video is present a list of which factors make a song work well within a movie or a TV scene to begin with, and then show how Radiohead's music in particular exemplifies each of these factors in a unique way. Remember here that I'm talking about songs, not original music that's been written for a specific scene by a composer. So unfortunately, Radiohead's title song for the James Bond Spectre movie won't factor into what I'm talking about, since the band wrote that specifically for use in that movie. I will also never forgive the production for not using it. absolutely criminal. What's also criminal is that I probably won't make any money from this video, because Radiohead's label is notorious for not only demonetizing videos, but also occasionally issuing DMCA takedown notices. So if you're interested in helping me with my legal fees, consider supporting the channel through my Buy Me a Coffee page. Donations from you guys enable me to dedicate more time to the channel, which lets me put videos out more often, so if you enjoy this video, click
got that.
the first link in the description and support the channel through a one-time contribution. Thank you. Okay, first on the list, lyrics. This is probably one of the more obvious factors of why songs are used in television and movies. Lyrics are often matched up with or related to the on-screen drama in some way. To take an example of this that's really on the nose, we can look at the use of Radiohead's track Fake Plastic Trees in the show Brave New World. The show is of course based on the 1932 Aldous Huxley novel, where...
Has anyone read this novel? Like, I read half of it, but I just couldn't really get into it. It wasn't for me, I guess.
In a futuristic dystopian nightmare that definitely doesn't share any similarities to our world today, humans are engineered and conditioned to fill specific roles in society and don't experience intense emotions or hardships, suppressing these negative feelings with a drug called soma. Basically, everything in the world is very plastic and very fake, which ends up making it pair nicely with Radiohead's Fake Plastic Trees. This happens at the end of the pilot episode. And honestly, I think how they used it here is almost too obvious. And one example of this that I like a lot better is how the song A Wolf at the Door was used in the final episode of Dexter: New Blood. Now, even if you're a fan of Dexter, you're probably not a fan of the season finales for the original series or Dexter: New Blood. Well, maybe you are, but there's no way I'd ever know that because the internet is just overflowing with so many incredibly original comments about Dexter that...
And it's called Dikhna after stream and have a good sleep out. Fuck you, dude.
Yours probably just didn't make the cut. Seriously though, I do think this moment with Radiohead's song was one of the best moments to come out of what was an otherwise not so amazing episode. And I think that part of the reason this is because of the lyrics. The term keeping the wolf from the door is often used to mean that just enough is being done to keep everything from collapsing. And this is all Dexter was doing for his entire life up until this moment. He developed a persona and a methodical process using his father's code that was literally just enough to ensure that he wouldn't get caught. He kept the wolf from the door, at least mostly, until this scene, where his cop girlfriend has discovered who he really is and arrests him. Here, the underlying theme of the lyrics serves the drama really well.
Oh, okay.
In a way that's subtle and tasteful. It's not obvious to the point where he's like getting booked at the station and the lyrics are mentioning cops or something. Okay, let's unveil the next factor on our list. Build up. Basically, as the intensity or drama of a scene builds or takes a turn, the music should follow. This is usually just done with an original composed score, because the timing is a bit difficult to pull off if you're using a song that wasn't specifically written for a scene. But since Radiohead's songs so often build to big moments of climax or interesting turning points, tons of shows have taken advantage of this and utilized their music to amplify scenes like this. I think an obvious fan favorite example of this is the use of Radiohead's exit music for a film in the Black Mirror episode Shut Up and Dance. I'll try not to give away too much about the episode, but basically a teenage kid is blackmailed for engaging in some bad stuff. But the whole episode, you don't really know what the bad stuff is, and you're just rooting for this kid out of sympathy to get everything figured out, and then at the very end, the truth is revealed, which all culminates during the cathartic climax of exit music for a film. What's so great about this...
Does this... कुछ पता नहीं है हाँ ये does this not apply to like a specific genre as a whole मतलब ये वाला specific part like of how the music builds up and crescendos? I mean, is it a specific Radiohead thing, or because I feel it's like a subgenre if not a... नहीं? Okay. Alright.
This song is that it builds in a really delicate way to a moment of such high intensity and importance. One way this is done is through instrumentation. Radiohead holds back the introduction of each instrument until they're...
And mostly Radiohead में देखा है इनके most songs are like this. Alright, okay. Gotcha.
Absolutely necessary. The first 2.5 minutes of this 4.5-minute song don't feature any drums or bass, both instruments which we often consider crucial in laying the foundation for a song. Instead, we get Tom York's somber vocals over a gently strummed acoustic guitar.
I do think I do think जो Eminem का song था Walk on Water, I think it's a really great song, but it did not have drums. I think that's a very good choice not to have drums. I love that choice, but I think if it had more of a crescendo like he's explaining here, जैसे Radiohead का तो बता रहा है कि generally होता है, I think that song would have been much better received than it was. People hated it.
From your sleep. With a sampled choir from the Mellotron M400 joining halfway through to add some more depth. And then finally, during the climax of the song, the drums and heavily distorted bass are added in. Having the arrangement set up in this way gives the song a lot of room to grow, which allows the producers to line it up really well with the scene. In addition to this, the track utilizes a progression in the key of B minor.
So okay, मैं क्यों कह रहा हूँ? This will be a little weird. I mean, I'm sorry, but don't worry, I'll watch the video. You can skip music theory part. No, I like the music theory part as well. So जो video उस दिन हम बना रहे थे, फिर guys remember जो मैं live कर रहा था record. You guys know the name anyways. Just don't check the channel. But this video, right? This was the one I was making that day when I was live, right? You guys will remember some of the shots. There's a reason I'm showing this. Okay, don't worry. I'm not just showing my video.
Life is simple.
Okay, I'll just do this.
If you remember this one rule, one problem, one solution. Untied laces, make a knot, loop one side, the other goes round, complete its loop. One problem, one solution.
So you hear the music here because I oh ये थी वो video हाँ. That's about it. जब मैंने shoot करा था साथ में.
अगर problem complicated.
So you hear the full music here, ठीक है? उसके बाद the music damps down.
तब भी
इसमें जो म्यूजिक के मिड्स वगैरह हैं वो ले लिए गए हैं, मतलब डाउन कर दिए गए.
एकदम खराब है तो कभी भी भूख लग जाती है, कुकिंग ढंग से आती नहीं. Don't want to watch
this shot also I took that day with you guys.
Because the family food order करने में महंगा और बहुत अनहेल्दी होता है. Eggs, one complicated problem, one simple solution.
So the reason I'm showing this, ठीक है, अब ये चल रहा है. उसके बाद I'm using the same song की stems. So here you'll see it's the same music, but it's like just the bass line.
Problem. You suck, and so do I. One solution: work on yourself so you suck just a little bit less. And that's why I use the Lumix S5 Mark II X.
Can you hear the bass line? So it's just the bass line. सुंदर आया था, है ना?
Hold on. मैं नहीं कह.
ठीक है, अब इसके बाद here you see the same music with the I think I don't know it's the strings.
जो requirements हैं वो काफी simple हैं. I need a camera. I have the built on.
But इस channel पे I don't even have rights for this music.
Handbrake भी हटानी होती है गाड़ी से. I need a camera which is portable enough ताकि मैं
So you get the different instrument of the same song.
कहीं भी ले जा सकूं. Plus इसकी वीडियो और फोटो क्वालिटी काफी अच्छी होनी चाहिए. Now
ठीक है, now अब इसके आगे I want the video to build up a little. वो यहाँ पर पूरा song इसलिए चला था because I wanted the intro, right? तो इसके आगे I want it to build up a little. So I bring in a different instrument. अभी तुमने सुन लिया तो बता रहा है?
यही चाहिए. The things we cannot.
Right, this one. By the way, Abhindra, did you realize this music inspired by True Detective?
Compromise on, and then we define the good to haves, the wants.
So इसमें I wanted to थोड़ा सा pick things up, and I bring in the different instrument with it. Right? उसके बाद I go into the features that I like of the camera.
Non-negotiables, मेरी needs.
And now we get the drums.
इस कैमरा में मेरे को ये चाहिए ही चाहिए. The camera should be reliable. कुछ भी हो कहीं भी हो. इस कैमरा के अंदर inbuilt
So now this is the drums with the bass line.
Which keeps the camera cool, so I don't have to worry about it overheating. 10-bit colors ताकि अलग-अलग color grading looks try कर सकूं. Proper log shooting जैसे dynamic.
I couldn't write the word fucking. Dude, I'm a retard. I couldn't write color here.
ताकि अलग-अलग color grading looks try कर सकूं. Proper log.
I couldn't write color. मैंने दूसरा L डाल दिया उसके साथ चूते हुए. But anyways, तो उसके बाद well, these shots were good as well.
And
The
my
camera
favorite,
shots.
customizability. Holding
Like,
any
look at
button
this
in the
camera
camera
shots.
lets you change what it does.
Like, isn't that a premium feature? Like, Lumix is the only company that does that. You hold down a button and that lets you change what that button does.
Customizability. Holding any button in the camera
Look at this.
lets you change what it does.
That's so amazing. Anyways, उसके बाद
डाली specific उस दिन लोग
ठीक है, a little more. तो जब ये सारी चीज़ हो गई, उसके बाद all these instruments come together when I show some of the footage that I've taken before with the camera.
scripting, and well, as luck would have it, it reminded me of it. So now we are done through needs. Now we focus on the good to haves. SSD में high bitrate
अच्छा sorry ये बचा है. So I'm going through the whole philosophy of how I would pick a camera.
Either get a full frame camera or get an APS-C camera with 4K 120 FPS. I went
And you hear the build up of the drums.
full frame. If you're still
And that's it. So I know मैंने थोड़ा सा लंबा उस पे कर लिया अपने वीडियो पे, but you get what I was trying to say? Why I was talking about this? Sundari ma'am was right. 2 drugs करता है, couldn't even write correct. True. I saw too many of them.
Up really well with the scene. In addition to this, the track utilizes a progression in the key of B minor, but also features a little bit of modal mixture, which basically means the band uses chords that belong to different modes and scales that aren't B minor. For example, in the key of B minor, one of the normal chords.
Sorry, but that's also the reason it takes me a long time to make a video. And I said it like when you were talking, तो bass था वहाँ पर बस. हाँ, I think regardless, almost to a degree, regardless of the pace you're talking at, the music really speeds or slows things down.
We would expect to hear is E minor, the minor 4 chord. But instead, Radiohead includes this E major over G sharp chord, which technically doesn't belong in B minor, but instead in B Dorian. This gives the chord progression a little bit of a different mood. Radiohead also uses what's called a Picardy third, where they resolve the progression to a B major, even though the progression as a whole is in B minor. Another example of this kind of build-up comes from a show that loves to use Radiohead, Peaky Blinders. Wait a minute. Maybe Amelia Hartley just loves Radiohead. Well, she certainly knows how to make their music fit perfectly
But
into
even the
scenes,
cinematography is so good. Peaky Blinders made looks amazing.
as evidenced by the use of Radiohead's song Life in a Glass House in Season 3, Episode
Okay.
6 of Peaky Blinders. At the very end of this episode, as it's revealed that Tommy Shelby has given his family up to the authorities, chaos ensues, and this unusual song fades in. Dissonant, pulsing piano chords are heard along with an unexpected ensemble to accompany the band.
Wait, Peaky Blinders, man, that's all you hear? I mean, there's more in that, right? 2nd October का shoot 10 November को post हुआ.
Trombone, clarinet, and trumpet, played by the English jazz trumpeter Humphrey Littleton and his band. The band was looking to add a New Orleans jazz funeral style to the song. Describing the climax of the song, Littleton says that it gradually gets so that we're sort of playing real wild, primitive New Orleans blues stuff. This is the part of the song that's used during the big moment in Peaky Blinders that makes it so effective. Then, as the song dies out, so does the scene, fading into a beautiful shot of Tommy standing in the doorway, watching his family be taken away, as the clarinet and trumpet.
One more thing I would say. There are some parts of shows or films which are not even made for the audience, which are made for. You have heard the phrase, right? Artists talking to artists, the language of artists, directors talking to directors through time. किसी ने किसी समय पे कुछ करा था, कोई उसके 100 साल बाद कुछ ऐसा कर रहा है, which is sort of, you know, like poets did that. मतलब एक बार stream पे भी बात हो रही थी. But yeah, so a lot of it is also that. Cinematography too good. Yeah, Peaky Blinders really. Hi, क्या हाल है? It's Cat Friends.
Noodle their way to a close. Next on the list, we have Mood. This is more of a vibe thing, and what I mean by that is that the use of the song is not specifically accompanying any huge moment in the story, but instead it's just adding to the mood of the scene and making it all the more evocative. For this factor, I want to look at the pilot episode of a favorite show of mine in recent years, Ozark. I won't go too deep into the plot here, but I'll just explain
Have you seen Ozark? I didn't love the last few seasons. मैंने पूरा तो देखा ही नहीं, but हाँ.
that Jason Bateman plays Marty Burt, a financial advisor and father of two who launders money for a Mexican drug cartel. When his partner is caught skimming and gets killed, Marty is forced to move him and his family to the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri to launder even more money for the cartel. As he arrives there at the end of the pilot episode and walks into the Missouri woods, Radiohead's song Dex Dark fades in. As Marty contemplates his decisions, the song creates...
I'm not sure about all. मतलब, I get what he's saying. I like that he's analyzing the songs. I don't. So far, जितनी वीडियो देखी है, I don't think he makes a good case कि why specifically Radiohead songs work so good in visual media. मतलब maybe crescendo वाले point के लिए you can say, lyrics वाले point के लिए you cannot. Because once again lyrics are situation based, and जो इसने example भी दिया था, he also thought it was a bit too much on the nose. Of course जो music theory वाले I don't understand it much. मेरे Radiohead के songs में build up होता है जो closure की बात कर रहे थे. When I share उनके songs to friends, I get worried कि वो last तक सुनेंगे या नहीं. Yeah, got it.
It's a dreary cinematic atmosphere that fits really well with the scene.
Also everyone has to go through a phase of pop music to get and if only someone is interested in music, they will go away from pop music and get into different particular genres of music, whichever calls to them more. So yeah, normally friends ko bechne ke liye you can never really send good music to friends because you cannot expect them to have the same journey that you have had through. I'm assuming you must have also gone through a phase where you go like you were just listening to popular songs and then you slowly liked someone more and then got into that person more and then explored that genre through that person and then went into the genre. I'm assuming. I think that's how it usually works for people, right? But it doesn't happen to everyone, is my point.
It's not really hitting any sync points or cleverly connecting with the lyrics, but is instead just filling out the scene with an extra layer of emotion. Again, the band's harmonic choices here are really interesting. The song could...
See, but you realize this video works totally as the individual analysis of why the song is good here. Overall, jo argument is so far, I'm not convinced.
Be considered in D major, and I say loosely because it borrows so many chords from D minor. So they're again using the same technique that we talked about with exit music. If they stuck strictly to the chords of D major, the song just wouldn't have the same impact. Later in the scene, Marty walks out to the edge of the cliff to overlook the lake. And as the shot pans, the music takes on a slight shift, adding acoustic drums and finally giving us the dominant 5 chord. Again, I've got to give credit to the music supervisor here because this is not the only time the show uses Radiohead, but we'll get back to that later. Speaking of great music supervisors, a scene I'd put mostly in the category of mood is another one from Peaky Blinders. Tommy is on vacation, trying to play golf.
Okay, here's another question. जो कि इस shot के through आया मेरे mind में.
Again, I've got to give credit to the music supervisor here because this is not the only time the show uses Radiohead, but we'll get back to that later. Speaking of...
this shot made me think like Black Mirror, another Black Mirror, Peaky Blinders. So, I mean, there's a good chance this guy probably really likes Radiohead and he wanted to make a video about Radiohead and how it's used in films and that is the real root for the whole argument. So maybe that's why I didn't find the argument convincing. It feels like it's coming from okay, I love Radiohead and how it's being used and I want to talk about how it's great for it being used. Lekin jo title made me feel was like it was working backwards. कि भाई इतनी जगहों पे Radiohead क्यों use हो रहा था? Actually intro that made me feel that कि इतनी जगहों पे Radiohead क्यों use हो रहा है? Let me analyze that. समझ रहा है what I'm trying to say? So that's why I think I was finding that
Great
thing.
music
जो मैं कह रहा हूँ कि I'm not convinced about the overall argument. Maybe he ties it up.
Advisors. A scene I'd put mostly in the category of mood is another one from Peaky Blinders. Tommy is on vacation, trying to play golf and get his mind off of what his life has become. His attempt to do this is unsuccessful.
It's all speculation. Because especially when something is as vague as mood, you know, like, yes, every music in every scene is inserted based on mood. चाहे वो juxtapose कर रहा हो mood को, चाहे वो किसी चीज़ को बढ़ा रहा हो, किसी चीज़ को गिरा रहा हो, all मतलब ऐसा थोड़ी है कि mood match नहीं होगा हम डाल देंगे, right?
And his frustration leads him into a fit of binge drinking and self-pity. All of this happens with Radiohead's Pyramid Song as a bleak backdrop to what is honestly a really sad scene to come out of the final episode of Season 4.
Jumped in the river, what did I see?
The lack of drums for the first half of the song, similar to exit music, gives the song and the scene room to breathe. As Tommy gets drunker and drunker though, the drums come in and add another layer of disarray to the mood of the scene. He trips and falls, cuts his hand on some glass, and at one point is within view of his son, Charlie. This is quite a heavy scene, and Pyramid Song does a great job capturing the overall vibe of it.
Charlie.
The song also complements the way the scene intensifies, which made me sort of want to put it in the build-up category, but since it's not highlighting a huge plot point, I felt it fit better in this category. And now's actually a good time to point out that many of the scenes we're looking at are going to contain a mix of all these factors. Some may utilize 2 or more factors, like the one we just looked at. The only reason I'm putting this...
So again, that's how music is used in visual media. Now, maybe the argument is that like Radiohead does all of these things the best, but the combination of all of these, maybe that's the argument, and maybe there's weight to it. I don't know.
Scenes and categories to begin with is to show that they're good examples of a given category. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's the only category they could possibly fit in. With that said, our next factor is contrast. What I mean by this is a utilization of the different sections of a song to create a sense of contrast or progression within a scene. Take Radiohead's song, The Daily Mail. The beginning
On a mountain.
Has quite a different energy to it than the middle.
You made a mistake.
Which has quite a different energy to it than the end. This gives filmmakers the opportunity to create a scene that has clear sections, perhaps correlating with the on-screen action, making it somewhat similar to the build-up category, but I'll explain the difference in just a second. First, let's look at the use of the Daily Mail in Season 3, Episode 1 of Ozark. When Wendy Bird decides to go back to the old family house in Chicago and uses her key to break into the house which another family now lives in, we hear the introductory piano chords of the Daily Mail, solemnly following Wendy as she goes through the house, reminiscing about a simpler time with her family when she wasn't, laundering money for a drug cartel. Then, the song moves into its middle section, intruding on Wendy's nostalgia with a little bit of frustration. She starts making the beds and looking around, seemingly judging what this new family has made of the house. As the song enters its last section, Wendy is overcome with anger and resentment. She rips the
This lady has the perfect face for this role and for her role in that film. Jim Carrey, this lady. What's that called? Fucking hell, dude, I'm old as fuck. I can't even remember movie names anymore. What's that film called? रियलिटी शो बनता उसकी उस पे The Truman Show. Yeah, so she has the perfect face for both of these roles. Yes, but yeah, you're right.
Sheets off the bed, grabs a beer from the fridge, she puts food coloring in the milk, she's turning pictures upside down, all as the music follows those emotions. This whole scene is a masterclass by the production, and of course by Radiohead too, because the shifting emotions of Wendy.
मुझे पता है क्या so I'm criticizing a bit much, but I'm nitpicking, and I think that's what I do whenever you send me something serious. So I'm not gonna try to stop myself. I think I would have been so much on board with the video if the intro had me with the right expectation. अगर intro में कुछ ऐसा होता ना कि let's assume कि Radiohead is rock, right? कि why Radiohead is the most used rock band in visual media. Oh, then मेरे माइंड में वो सारी चीज़ें पोक नहीं कर रही होती मेरे को. Does that make sense? So yeah, I think I would be so much more into his argument. I mean, behind his argument, because then I know what the setup really is.
Tracked so well onto the shifting sounds.
क्योंकि मैं इसको भी इस तरीके से देखना चाह रहा हूँ as a student of filmmaking.
The song. So that example might seem like build-up, but the technique of contrast can also be used in a more subtle way that doesn't necessarily entail any kind of build-up of intensity. During the season 1 finale of The Bear, Radiohead's song Let Down accompanies Carmi's discovery of wads of cash in tomato cans. As everyone is scrambling to open more and more cans, Carmi gets a moment outside to himself. Here,
Hello,
the
Hume.
music
Welcome
dies
back.
down to the part of Let Down where there's only guitar, in contrast to the full band we had just heard a couple seconds ago. It's a very subtle touch, but it makes us feel closer to Carmi as he makes the big decision to close the original Beef and open The Bear. The intensity actually decreases here instead of increasing, having the opposite effect of build-up. One final scene that does this subtly is yet another one from Peaky Blinders. Sorry guys, this show is just too good. They again pull from one of Radiohead's most cerebral albums, Amnesiac, to create two distinct scenes that divide the energy. This time we're looking at the song You and Whose Army in the first episode of Season 3. As the song's guitar and muffled vocals fade in, we get an intimate glimpse of the private life of Tommy. Getting out of bed to console a crying baby as he stares out the window blankly, presumably contemplating something. Then, when the drums and piano join in and really launch the song into its chorus, we return to the clatter of busy life for Tommy and his family at the betting shop. Once again, this is very...
Another thing, जिस तरीके से films में और इन सब में, good night Hume, thanks for joining us again. जिस तरीके से films वगैरह में music use होता है, what they always also have is stems, right? They have the vocals अलग से, they have the guitar अलग से, they have the strings, जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं, bass line, सारी चीज़ें अलग से. So what they can also do is like there's one song playing जो कि right now we understand कि अच्छा वो पूरा एक ही song है, but the song is working with the contrast. So what they can do is they're playing one song, ठीक है, which is like let's say slower paced. उसके बाद जो ये scene है जिसमें बाकी सब लोग आए अचानक से, you play the drum lines of the other song, so it goes and the other song plays, and other song is also Radiohead with similar vocals. We're imagining things here. So someone who's focused on the show, who's not necessarily a fan of the of Radiohead, wouldn't even notice कि गाना बदला है. I don't know. I don't have a reason to say this. I don't know. Do you follow? Did it make sense? So I'm talking about myself क्योंकि जब मैं Peaky Blinders देख रहा हूँ, so I didn't notice it as much.
Subtle. And also, once again, this song is full of really interesting harmony that has a ton of
But
modal
जो शुरू में, I think that song did work perfectly. जब यहाँ पर he's like holding the baby and everything. Once you know the context of Tommy Shelby, what the character is.
Sure, just like the other ones we've been looking at. They basically start the song in C sharp minor, but hint at the relative A major, along with some other key centers. Before eventually moving to the parallel key of C sharp major during the chorus. Almost all of these examples have been great demonstrations of the band's mastery of lyrics, harmony, and form. But what about the actual sounds they use? The textural aspects of their music? Well, that leads me to the last factor on the list, and probably the one that's most of a stretch, but I still felt it was worth including.
I'm sorry, most of us stretch was mood, okay?
And that is the use of unusual or...
And lyrics also, sorry.
...unique sounds. Radiohead is, of course, well known for their experimentation with many different sounds across genres. I mean, they've gone from this... to this... this. And everything in between, and still felt like Radiohead the whole way through. And I think that's part of the reason why really unique songs like Life in the Glass House.
Yeah, that's the interesting part. Um, Feeling the same despite being so varied. That's very interesting. It's very cool.
House, Wolf at the Door, Climbing Up the Walls, etc. are so effective in film. They use sounds and combinations of sounds that are really interesting. You're not really expecting to hear Tom York rapping or Johnny Greenwood playing whatever this is, but it seems like those sounds are exactly what's called for in their respective scenes. A song that has weird enough sounds to grab the listener's attention, but still complements the drama. And the reason I put the scene from Children of Men as the cover for this one is because I feel like the reason the song was used was to match the odd energy of Jasper in his house. It served essentially no dramatic...
It's probably because of there's a term for it, Gestalt. It's a very interesting term.
Purpose and was background music, but it made sense due to its unusual sound.
And that's what a Gestalt is. So a Gestalt is like, okay, unless I'm wrong about this, it's like what makes a chair a chair. Is it the four legs? Is it the flat seat? Is it the thing as a whole? Is it the purpose of the thing? Why is it much more in the philosophy of things, and I would even say you can make the same claim about music. What makes music music? Because I am still not ready to offend you. I would use this example. I'm still not ready to accept that Dhinchak Puja and Radiohead are doing the same thing. But technically, you can say they both do music, right? You can say one is doing bad, one is doing good. But it's like so different. I don't even feel like it's the same thing. So, yeah. But the fact that you can technically say, yeah, they both do music, that's just, yeah. Of course, there's a linguist trick, जो कि ये है कि when you say they both are doing music, there is an hidden implication or always hidden, what the fuck. There's an implication that they are both doing music equally well when you say they're both doing music. So that's why it sounds more offensive. But it's just so different to me, it feels like a different thing.
And beyond what we've already talked about, I think this factor can leave us with a good takeaway for songwriters. Make yourself stand out. It seems to me like one of the commonalities among all this music that gets placed in shows and movies is originality. Now, this may sound like an obvious realization, but I actually don't think it is. Music for sync is an especially unique area precisely because originality is such a prized trait. That is not so much the case with current popular...
Also, one thing good music does, if you like a piece of music, they can determine the pacing. They can determine how long a shot lasts when you're editing the film or whatever you are working on. Of course, you go by your feel, I think it should last longer. Right? Of course, that's... but if you don't have that strong feeling for it, music can determine it for you.
Popular music, where some of the biggest songs can be just boring and will occasionally even border on the formulaic. It's a different ballgame with film and TV because the music supervisor wants to be able to pitch music to the director and the producer that really gets in touch with their creative vision. Of course,
someone said if I knew where good songs came from, I'd visit there often and try to find इनके songs का source कहाँ है. I've even heard जहाँ से इन्होंने inspiration ली है, but still I can't find it. Okay, and counter question. Are there elements that you find which are similar? Like, let's say, you've listened to many of their songs. So, like, कोई और गाना तो किसी और का कभी सुन रहा है, might even be a different genre, but that particular part just reminds you of Radiohead or vice versa. Like, are there elements which you can recognize? I think that's should be an obvious yes, but I'm trying to understand where you're going with it.
Continue to be your own artist and don't force anything just hoping that you're going to get something placed. It's unlikely that Radiohead wrote their music with sync placements in mind, but they have definitely achieved a presence in visual media that we can learn from. They haven't hesitated to almost completely overhaul their sound on multiple occasions, and yet we still find something to love about all their music. Thanks again for watching.
Alright, interesting. Good video. Never happened, but एक जॉनर है कि मैथ रॉक करके उससे सिमिलर है इनकी एक एल्बम. Wait, so you've never heard a different song which like this hit you like, oh, it reminds me of Radiohead? That's very interesting. Oh, interesting. Discord explain करना. डेविड ऐसे मैं स्ट्रीम पे नहीं सुनूंगा, मैं अकेले सुनूंगा. David Fincher led Leonardo DiCaprio with one match, a masterclass in cinematography. इसमें बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक इज रेडियोहेड का सॉन्ग. ओके, वो तो के लिए ही भेजा था. बोला था स्ट्रीम का. हाँ आई नो. Wait, what do you want me to explain here? David Fincher filmed this short scene with Leonardo DiCaprio around 15 years ago as a RED camera test while working on the social network, shot using RED 1 with a Mysterium X sensor at ISO 2000 with only a match as the key light, no noise reduction whatsoever. Leo was wrapping Shutter Island lighting and all. Well, it's just, it's one matchstick. And David Fincher was working with the camera company RED for his film as well, and they shot this scene because RED was working probably for extreme low light cameras, and there's probably a very fast lens here, so I don't get the masterclass part. I mean, it serves the purpose very well, but it's the matchstick is lighting it. If you want me to break down the cinematography, which is alag hai. So there's this door, this is bringing in shape, this is also bringing in different shapes. Geometry is interesting, chaos is weird. यहाँ से ये जो light आ रही है और यहाँ से ये जो light आ रही है, both of these lights are extremely important in order to see the silhouettes, otherwise you won't see the silhouette. And these lights are also lighting this area again for you to be able to see the silhouette. Only because you see the silhouette, you know where to focus on, and it doesn't feel weird. तो जो लाइट की मैचस्टिक का कॉन्ट्रास्ट है, that works very well. You can see जो कलर ये वाला है और जो कलर मैचस्टिक का है, these are like almost the opposites. This is the tealish bluish color, this is much warmer color, so the color contrast is working there. लाइट का कॉन्ट्रास्ट obviously work कर रहा है. So कमेंट्स में भी मास्टर क्लास वाला क्या चल रहा है. This is nowhere near a master class or something so amazing. It's just a still frame, relax, glorifying everything some people do. Exactly. They need to make a film together already. Yes, one match and the light outside and the light on top left, so 3 lights. My favorite scene. What? It's not even from movie, you idiot. I was there when we shot this on one of the sets of Social Network. I'll never forget the silver colored red cam used. What a fantastic memory. James Cameron was on set as well. Okay, cool, dude. I'm fanboying too much, but I've realized Radiohead ka music carries a certain style. I don't know how else to explain it. I've heard many bands, artists, but I don't think I'll add style ka tag. So I get the style being different, but what I find, I don't want to say hard to believe, because that would imply कि नहीं झूठ बोल रहा है या फिर फैन बॉइंग कर रहा है. I don't want to say that, but what I find difficult to understand या फिर accept is कि there hasn't even been an element which reminded you of one or the other. That is something that is difficult for me to wrap my head around. Does that make sense? Because I जिस तरीके से तुमने स्ट्रीम पे देखा है, आई एम ऑलवेज, जो मेरे साथ हमेशा हो रहा है, आई डोंट नो, लाइक आई एम नॉट डूइंग इट फॉर एनी रीजन कि ये दिखाने के लिए, ओ देखो मुझे ये पता है, देखो मुझे वो पता है, बट लाइक दिस इज व्हाट माय ब्रेन डज व्हेनेवर आई सी समथिंग, ओ इट रिमाइंड्स मी ऑफ 10 डिफरेंट थिंग्स रिलेटेड टू दैट थिंग. समझ रहा है? सो दैट्स वेरी वियर्ड फॉर मी बिकॉज दैट्स नॉट एन एक्सपीरियंस आई हैव एवर हैड. No, this is the song by the way, just बता रहा था. So if this song had a crescendo like that, I think it would be much well received. I really like this song. Most people hate it. I think Beyonce's vocals were really good for this.
Why are expectations so high? Is it the bar I set, my arms I stretch, but I can't reach? A far cry from it, or it's in my grasp, but as soon as I grab, squeeze.
Honestly, even right now, I'm like, oh, AB rhyme pattern, right? And then I squeeze as far as I reach. So it's like how he's sandwiching that. हाँ, एक सॉन्ग में हुआ था, आई रिमेंबर, बट वो सॉन्ग ऑल्सो कंपोज बाय अ मेंबर ऑफ हु इज इन रेडियन. ओके, इंग्लिश शो कौन सा शो था? द स्टेज शो, जिसमें कॉलोनियलिज्म दिखा रहे थे. हैमिल्टन.
A far cry from it, or it's in my grasp, but as soon as I grab, squeeze.
It's not even what would this be? The rhyme style here.
Why are expectations so high? Is it the bar I set, my arms I stretch, but I can't reach?
Is it the bar I set, the arms I stretch, but I can't reach?
Far cry from it, or it's in my grasp, but it's
far cry from it, but it's my grasp, but it's.
As soon as I grab, squeeze, I lose my grip.
Not too much. नहीं, ना के बराबर.
Like the flying trapeze, into the dark I plummet. Now the sky's blackening. I know the mark's high, butterflies rip apart my stomach. Knowing that no matter what bars I come with, you're gonna heart griping. That's a hard fight.
So in this song, he's like really communicating his own anxieties about the bar that he has already set. As a rapper, so yeah. So that's why I think no drums work here, because this is really much more of a. This is what's happening.
Getting to swallow, so I scrap these. As pressure increases like khakis, I feel the ice cracking because.
Even chorus, I think the chorus works great. और भाई साहब, listen to this chorus पहले. Wait, no, जो अगला chorus आएगा with the whole thing.
It's the curse of the standard that the first of the Mathers disc set. Always in search of the verse that I haven't spit yet. Will this step just be another misstep to tarnish whatever the legacy, love, or respect I've garnered? The rhyme has to be perfect, the delivery flawless. And it always feels like I'm hitting the mark till I go sit in the car, listen and pick it apart. Like this shit is garbage. God's given me all this, still I feel no different regardless. Kids look to me as a god, this is retarded. If only they knew, it's a facade and it's exhaustive. And I try not to listen to nonsense, but if you bitches are trying to strip me of my confidence, mission accomplished. I'm not God sent, Nas, Rakim, Pac, Big, James, Todd Smith, and I'm not Prince, so.
This one. This one.
Just like you. making my mistakes. Oh, if you only knew, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do. 'Cause I'm terrified to let you down.
So, I walk on water, but I'm not Jesus. I walk on water only when it freezes because I'm only human just like you, making my mistakes. So, if you only knew, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do. But I'm terrified because I'm terrified to let you down. Bhai, I saw a video of a father of a newborn singing this to him. Imagine that. Completely changed everything right there.
It's true, I'm a
Okay,
Rubik's.
true.
A beautiful mess, at times juvenile, yes. I goof and I jest. A flawed human, I guess, but I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet 'em. But first, the speed 'em verse. Now Big Sean, he's going too fast. Is he gonna shout or curse out his mom? There was a time I had the world by the balls eating out my palm. Every album song I was spazzing the fuck out on, and now I'm getting clowned and frowned on. But the only one who's looking down on me that matters
But then-
now's Deshaun. Am I lucky to be around this long?
Oh my god, dude. And yes, and the reality in his music, I really admire. The only one who's looking down on me that matters now, the Sean Proof, his best friend who died like fucking 20 years ago, but he still keeps mentioning him.
Who's looking down on me that matters?
And there's this holograph of the guy.
Now's Deshaun. Am I lucky to be around this long?
And you see that then this question is again a double, because am I lucky to be this successful for this long? But at the same time, rappers had this thing, they kept beefing and kept dying.
Begs the question though, especially after the methadone is yesterday fades and the Dresden home is burnt to the ground and all that's left of my house is lawn. The crowds are gone and it's time to wash out the blonde. Sales decline, the curtains drawn, they're closing the set. I'm still poking my head from out behind. And everyone who has doubt remind.
आ गया कॉपीराइट, साले सिद्धू गंदे आदमी. Well, that would be the end of the stream. But you get what I'm saying? I don't know, Bidra, if you're still here. But you get what I'm saying? If this had a crescendo moment, जहाँ पर चाहे वो uplifting हो, चाहे वो downgoing हो, कैसा भी हो, I think people, this would have been much better accepted by people. हमने जो एक अनप्लान्ड म्यूजिक स्ट्रीम करी थी वो डिलीट हो गई probably. It's okay. What you gonna do? चलो I'll fuck off now. बहुत रात हो गई. कॉपीराइट ऐसे में मतलब कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक नहीं, बट इट्स लाइक अ वार्निंग, यूर यूजिंग समवन एल्सेस कंटेंट वाली चीज़. मैं लिख रहा हूँ इफ द स्ट्रीम गोज डाउन आई विल जस्ट एंड इट, बट लेट्स सी इफ वी कैन प्ले. There's like a long time left, but let's see.
Now take your best rhyme, outdo it, now do it 1,000 times.
And that's one of the things.
Now let them tell you the world no longer cares or gives a fuck about your rhymes.
What he says now, take your best rhyme, outdo it, now do it 1,000 times. Yeah, that's a big issue for being so big for this long. To strike मारते उस बंदे पे जिसका ऑप्शन आता. So that's a big, massive issue for anyone in any form of music, if it is maybe. Because you're always compared to what you were, right? And
and as I grow out of sight, out of mind, I might go out of mind. Cause how do I ever let this mic go without a fight? When I made a fucking tightrope out of twine.
you can see the aggression coming into his voice as he's talking about how do I let this mic go without a fight. I've been da. The aggression is there. You can hear more of the deep end of his voice. Hamilton देखा है बिंद्रा. You can hear more of a deep end of his voice. So I can imagine not I think drums would sound weird अचानक से आ गए तो, but you have to be really versed in music to introduce the drums now. But something more. I think that's what people would have really liked, because you can hear how the vocals have changed. Very, very subtle, but you can clearly hear it.
Do I ever let this mic go without a fight? When I made a fucking tightrope out of twine?
Okay, this is not subtle.
But when I do fall from these heights, though I'll be fine. I won't pout or cry or spiral down or whine, but I'll decide if it's my final bow this time around, cause
I walk on water, but I ain't no Jesus.
That looks beautiful. That's Sean. And then he goes there. Nilesh bhai link dena. Hamilton Hotstar पे, otherwise you can find it somewhere, you know. अरे जाने से पहले इसमें कौन सी जगह पे था वो गाना? Does anyone remember?
How are you?
इसको क्या?
This wasn't it. यही था क्या? जिसका मैं पूछ रहा था सैंपल.
चलो.
यही था शायद. हाँ. So this reminded me so much of this. So now you'll see what I was saying. It's not same. That's not what I'm saying, right? But listen to this in the end. अब जो right? This is very sweet, right? And it's almost flipped here. So I wonder if there's a common thing which they both were taking from. I love how these two are so similar and so different at the same time. Yeah, true. You should be better. You should tell us. Could be common scales, modes, I don't know. I think melody is similar enough. I think the melody is similar enough. If I understand the word melody. Chalo, I'll fuck off now. Okay? Good night, guys. Read me a story of... Like, even this song, I like...
The same old come from not there now.
I like one of the things that I really like about Damon Rice is his vocals are feel really raw. I've shared a Radiohead song. Alright, I listened to it. Do you want me to listen to it on the stream? And you can hear the rhythm.
Amy, come sit on my wall.
Okay, you stream to us. It's gonna go. No worries. No worries.
Yeah, already.
I think what you almost might mean is like the song signature or the sound signature. क्या कहते हैं?
just as you take my hand, just as you write my number down, just as the drinks arrive, just as they play your favorite song, as your body disappears.
No. By signature, I just meant the identity. I don't know what time signature means. Sorry, Shubhi.
Before you had too much, come back and focus again. The walls have been in shape. They got a Cheshire cat grin, all blurring into one. This place is on a mission. Before the night out, before the animal noises closer get cameras, before you come.
यार आई एम सो म्यूजिकल इलिटरेट लाइक मुझे ड्रम्स और बेस लाइन में डिफरेंशिएट करने में डिफिकल्टी है अभी तो एज आई एम लिसनिंग टू नाउ इट्स अ बिट इजियर
Between the notes, the beat goes round and round. The beat goes round and round. Never really got me. I just pretended that I wasn't blowing instruments. As I set up shotguns, come on and let it out. Come on and let it out. Come on and let it out. Come on and let it out.
Yeah, I should never hear something that seriously on stream or watch something seriously on stream. Because you can never appreciate something when you're on camera yourself because you're too self-conscious. Yeah, that's not good. Why did you ask about the Beatles question? For some reason, something reminds me of this as well. I really like this song. मैं चलाऊंगा नहीं पूरा मतलब गाना नहीं चला रहा मैं ज़्यादा. I really like this song. It takes a lot to know, man. It's a really nice song, but like I love the choice here. Like अच्छा okay. No. In the original album version of the song, like the song ends right here, 3.5 minute पे, and अच्छा तो ब्रांड की बात करोगे. The song ends here, but then
What are you?
इसके बाद this thing begins.
What are you so afraid to lose?
Over half of the song is left.
What is it you're thinking that happened?
So if something I've experienced already and I've admired it in my mind, then I can watch and listen to it on the stream. But the first time, it always ruins the experience for me. So this is what I'm talking about. So like the song ends. You can almost hear rain piche or fire. I don't know which one it is. Fire is probably the sound effect. And it takes you back, but only with the instruments. Like we've already heard many instruments and the vocals, so we have a lot of context of what he's talking about as well. And it takes you through this variation, and it keeps going. You hear it coming up.